of a million meals.
Kids all over Arizona don't have access to the kind of food they need to get through the summer. So we're doing everything we can to help out, and you can too.
The summer of a million meals. I like that.
Help the United Food Bank and 12 News supply Arizona children with 1 million meals this summer by donating to azmillionmeals.org.
As a veteran, I credit the Marine Corps for everything I've ever accomplished. That's why I've introduced PXG for Heroes. This program provides special pricing on PXG Gen 1 clubs to past and present members of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, and to our nation's first responders. Visit pxg.com/heroes to learn more. PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
12 News is always on.
Anytime and everywhere.
Every weather alert.
Every photo.
Every video.
Every story.
Every moment.
24/7. Everything Arizona.
Only on 12 today, family and friends remember a young girl killed in a hit-and-run crash. We'll tell you more. And our local school districts following recommendations about seat belts on school buses. We've got a 12 News I-Team exclusive as your kids head back to school. Plus, is another big storm headed our way? We'll show you where a heavy dose of rain flooded streets overnight. All that and a Valley High School football team opening up their season 2,500 miles from home. We'll tell you where. All right, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Gonzalez. So glad that you're with us on this Thursday morning. Let's check in with Jimmy Q. And I know where they're going. It's much colder, Jimmy. And I'm
really
early on in my tenure here in Arizona. I don't want to go there yet, but it sounds really good right now.
I can't wait to hear about it. Well, now, what do you keep your thermostat at home?
You know, right now we're keeping it at 79.
Okay.
I'm staying with my aunt until I find a place to live.
79.
It's hot in there. Like she asked me the other day, like, how you feeling, Mike? I'm like, well, Aunt Connie,
your company,
I'm a little hot,
you got to be polite.
She's like, okay, that's good. You're a little hot. You're good.
Okay, now how about when the wife's here?
I'm like a 75 guy. Like, I like it cold. I grew up in Miami, so my mom used to keep it like an ice box. We're talking like 70 degrees in there. My dad was like, yo.
Yeah, especially when the bill comes in.
A little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, this is what I like. I like to compare it to the temperatures that we have out there. Right now, dew points are high, but let's take a look at some of the temperatures. These are your dew points, so it's going to be muggy out there. Expect to see temperatures mainly in towards the 90s for this morning, just to start things off. There's going to be a chance of an isolated storm, about 110 degrees out there. Now, as far as our current temperatures, and what we're seeing across the state, still is pretty warm out there. Here's your state temperatures. This is what I wanted to get to right now as far as your thermostat. There we go. We got 72 for Globe, so that's perfect if you're waking up in Globe. And imagine your thermostat set at 68 in Prescott. That'd be awesome. Or 56 for Flagstaff. So it's cool for many areas in the state, just not here in the Valley. When we come back, Mike, I'm going to have more on the forecast and what we can expect.
All right. Thanks, Jimmy. We appreciate it. We begin with a 12 News exclusive this morning. For the first time, we're seeing photos of the 12-year-old girl who was killed in a hit-and-run crash. The driver left Lakia Davis for dead early Monday morning near 59th Avenue and Indian School, and now her loved ones are demanding justice. Team 12's Bianca Bono joins us from the newsroom with how friends and family are remembering her. Bianca?
Guys, Phoenix police are still searching for the driver who fled the scene, but now the focus is on the 12-year-old girl who lost her life far too soon.
She was the light of my life.
Emotions running high on the corner of 59th Avenue and Indian School. Dozens of people joining hands remembering Lakia Davis.
We have faith in you too, Jesus, and we believe in you.
Family and friends call her Kiki. The 12-year-old crossing 59th Avenue Monday morning just before 5 o'clock when a car heading south struck her. The driver fleeing the scene. Medics rushing Kiki to the hospital, but she didn't make it.
Death just comes for anyone.
Family and friends in disbelief, describing Kiki as a vibrant young girl who would light up any room she walked into.
She loved to dance. She had a wonderful Spirit.
Now a memorial filled with candles and flowers marking the spot where the 12-year-old lost her life. Loved ones desperate for justice.
She loved everyone. I'm gonna truly miss her.
And police are now asking for your help in finding the person responsible, but so far they haven't put out a description of the vehicle or the driver involved. We're in the newsroom. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, so tragic. Hopefully they find the person responsible. Time now is 4:34. Let's check some hot headlines now. The man accused of killing a Border Patrol agent in Tucson 8 years ago went before a U.S. District Court judge yesterday. Heraclio Osorio Arayanas is charged in the death of Agent Brian Terry. Investigators say he and 6 others planned on robbing marijuana smugglers. That's when they encountered Terry and other agents in the Arizona desert. Terry was shot with a weapon that was part of the undercover Fast and Furious government operation. Osorio Arayanas will have a detention hearing this Friday. Care worker at Southwest Key, the facility housing refugee children, has been accused of molesting a 14-year-old girl. Phoenix police tell us that Fernando Nagrete admitted to the molestation during an interview. Southwest Key responded with a statement that says that the company is cooperating with investigators and looking into those allegations. New technology being tested right now on I-17 to protect people from wrong-way drivers. If a wrong-way driver is detected through thermal cameras along the 17, it will hold the red light on the freeway entrance to keep more people from getting on. Since January, that system has detected, I can't believe this, 30 wrong-way cars that have been on that busy roadway. Diamondbacks back in action tonight at Chase Field. They start with a 4-game series with the San Francisco Giants. And they've been playing some good baseball, folks. D-backs currently tied for first in the division with the Dodgers. Both teams have the same exact record at 60-49. First pitch tonight set for 6:40. Arizona Cardinals and the 100 Club of Arizona are coming together this weekend to support the families of DPS trooper Tyler Edenhofer. He's the trooper that was killed in the line of duty. 2 other troopers were injured during that incident. Special barbecue fundraiser is happening from 12:30 to 1:30 on Saturday afternoon on the south lawn of University Phoenix Stadium. The annual red and white practice follows that, where you'll be able to see your favorite players. Go to 12news.com for more information on that. And remember, 12 News is your official home of the Arizona Cardinals. All right, well, shut it down. President Trump makes his most direct call so far to end the Russian investigation. So is this a direct order or not, or was he just blowing off some steam on Twitter again? Team 12's Tracy Potts has the very latest from Washington.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions should stop this rigged witch hunt right now, President Trump tweeted.
Clearly, this statement is serious and substantial evidence of criminal intent.
It's not an order, it's the president's opinion.
The New York Times reports Robert Mueller's Russia team is scrutinizing the president's tweets.
Every time there's a new tweet, they put another tab in their file and say, this is evidence piece number 647. Examining
whether tweets plus private pressure on top justice officials like Attorney General Jeff Sessions equals obstruction of justice. Sessions joking about it.
Order. He can send out orders pretty quick, and he's serious about it.
The president's lawyer insists the Russia investigation needs to end.
Put up or shut up. What do you got? We have every reason to believe they don't have anything.
Republicans agree.
I think Mueller should finish his work.
The longer this thing goes on, by the thing I mean the investigation, the more spin there's going to be.
The last piece could be an interview with Mr. Trump himself. The Times reports he's still pushing for it against his lawyer's advice. We could hear more about that tonight when the president speaks at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
For that, thanks a lot. Time now is 4:38. Checking the pulse on health now. Despite the risk of abuse and addiction, opioid prescriptions have not decreased. The Mayo Clinic found that prescription rates have leveled off since 2013, but are still higher than 10 years ago. Americans use 7 times more prescription opioids per person than people in the UK. Patients with disabilities are among the biggest users. All right, listen to this. Drinking too much could put you at risk for more than just a beer belly. A study out of France finds that drinking more than 14 alcoholic drinks a week could put you at more of a risk for dementia. Light drinkers are also at risk, though, because of health conditions like strokes, heart disease, and diabetes. Looking for a way to relax? Sitting in a sauna could do the trick. A study out of Finland found that frequent sauna bathing can reduce the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and mental health disorders. It can also help with arthritis, skin diseases, headaches, and flu symptoms. Researchers say the body's responses to a sauna bath are similar to the results achieved by a vigorous walk. Plus, it's a lot easier, you know? All right, still ahead on 12 today, a Valley High School football team prepares to open their season in Alaska. Jimmy Q, there you go, there's your answer. Plus, our local schools following national recommendations about seat belts on school buses. An I-Team investigation just days before your kids head back to school. On 12 News, your official home of the Arizona Cardinals. Stay with us.
Tonight at 10, pool pump poachers and backyard bandits targeting homes and hitting people where it hurts, their wallets. The secrets to keeping yourself from becoming their next target. Tonight on 12 News at 10.
With the 12 News app, everything Arizona means everything that matters when you need it. Breaking news and real-time updates on weather, traffic, sports, and more, including live broadcasts on 12 News. Download the free 12 News app now.
Friday, we dump $1,600 consumer Best Buys $395. We'll dump iComfort. 5 years, no interest. Free delivery. Free setup. 75% off handmade heirloom. Upgrade to king size for free. Upgrade to power adjustable free. Queen size memory foam $199. Kings $266. Twins $68. We have 3 days to dump 3,000 luxury mattresses. You can get them at less than 20 cents on the dollar.
I can do grab yeah, sure. You know what? It's all about it.
The moment you realize a good backyard party requires a good backyard.
At Lowe's, we have everything you need to create the outdoor space you've always wanted.
Get a Cobalt 40-volt max cordless push mower for $299.
My digestive system used to make me feel sluggish, but those days are over. Now I take Metamucil every day. It naturally traps and removes the waste that weighs me down, so I feel lighter. Try Metamucil and begin to feel what lighter feels like. And try new Metamucil Fiber Thins, made with 100% natural psyllium fiber. A great tasting and easy way to start your day.
You've only watched this for 15 seconds. If you had another 40,000 seconds, you could watch our man finish welding this table. And that's just the welding. The Yamwood Foundry. Outstanding and timeless furniture. This is Sneaky Big, a little production studio in Scottsdale.
Little? It's 15,000 square feet.
It's got some toys you might like.
These are not toys.
Sneaky Big is a great place for telling stories.
Movies, commercials, recording music, you name it. In fact, it's one of the most sophisticated, affordable production studios in the world.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Sneaky Big Studios. Make magic here and save a bundle of dough.
I'm Russell Shaw with Realty One Group. For years I've been telling you, we help more home sellers sell, offer flexible commissions, the right to sell it yourself, and if you're not happy, fire me. Let my results speak.
Russell got $22,150 more than the investor offered.
My parents sold in 2 days, got $24,000 more.
$95,000 more.
I'm not bragging, I'm applying for a job. I want to be your realtor.
Call 602-957-7777.
Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome back to 12 Today. We're giving you a live look from our ADOT camera of the I-17 in Bell. And we have very light traffic in both directions. And you're also listening to some Keith Urban. Somebody Like You is waking us up this Friday Eve. Oh, we love Friday Eve.
Oh, we do. I'm already learning that, waking up so early.
It's the best. And if you are a Keith Urban fan, then stay right here because later this morning on Today, Keith and a special guest, Julia Michaels, perform live on the Today Plaza. That's going to be a good one.
Do you like country? My wife likes country, so I'm like a hip-hop rock fan.
Okay.
Weird combination, but I'm starting to learn country a little bit. I like Keith Urban.
You're going to love it a lot more out here.
Yeah. They like it out here, huh?
Yes.
All right, well, also on today, they address one of the NFL's biggest concerns, players' health, most notably concussions. They sit down with recently retired player Joshua Perry, citing his 6th concussion of his career and concerns about his future. The Seattle Seahawks linebacker announced his decision after the latest concussion, saying it wasn't from high velocity, big play contact. It was actually from very pedestrian things, and that was a big concern to him. Perry will be in the studio live this morning for an exclusive interview about his big decision.
Now to a 12 News I-Team exclusive. As your kids head back to school, we're taking a look at how safe they are when they're heading to and from class. Most buses don't have seatbelts.
Yeah, but the I-Team found federal officials are recommending a big change. Team 12's Bianca Bona joins us with what she's uncovering.
The simulation speaks for itself. A crash test showing what would happen if a school bus rolled over. First, if the students are wearing seatbelts. Then, taking them away. A school bus crashing leading to serious injuries or even death, becoming the harsh reality several times over. Most recently in New Jersey, where 2 people died.
I heard 2 boys were severely injured and my best friend was on that bus and I was so scared.
In light of that crash, the NTSB changing its tune. For the first time, it's now recommending that all school buses be equipped with seatbelts.
The question of seatbelts has gone back and forth.
Brian Henderson, the Director of Transportation for the Phoenix Union High School District. One of the few districts in the valley that actually uses seatbelts.
School buses in general are designed to be the safest vehicle on the road.
Which is why he says many districts don't use seatbelts, because seats are designed to protect its passengers.
They're designed in size and the height and the materials and padding to make that the safest compartment for that child.
Mesa and Gilbert Public Schools, the Scottsdale Unified School District, as well as Glendale Elementary, are some of the districts in the valley not using seatbelts. NTSB officials hoping that changes.
The amount of dollars that are required to put seatbelts in, the one bus, about $4,000, and that's a newer bus. Some of the older buses can be close to $10,000.
All right, that was Bianca Bona reporting. So like many big issues, a large part of this is obviously money. It could cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to retrofit every bus in the valley with seatbelts. Arizona law mandates that special needs buses should be outfitted with seatbelts, and all school bus drivers are also required to wear a seatbelt. On that note, let's toss it over to Vanessa Ramirez. Personally, I've always thought a school bus should have seatbelts. It just, it seems crazy that there's not.
Yeah, it would prevent a lot of injuries when there's an accident, and especially the drivers should be wearing their seatbelt at all times, because they're in charge of the kids. So I agree with that. All right, well, speaking of accidents that we're trying to prevent out there, we got a lot of green on our maps this morning, so things are looking pretty good. We do have one accident and an area that you have to drive with caution because there's some debris on the road. So we're going to take a closer look at that. This is on the I-10 eastbound at Buckeye Road. The debris is there, but it's not causing any major delays for you. We still have a lot of green on our map, so hopefully that will clear up pretty soon for you this morning. For the East Valley, we have a lot of green on our maps. The 60 looks good in both directions, both of the 202s, the 101 heading north. However, we do have an accident that's here. It's in the clearing stage. It's not causing any delays for you. It is on the 60 heading east at the Loop 101. I'll let you know when that one clears up. We still have this closure because of construction on Pecos Road westbound from Lindsay Road to Allen Avenue, so be aware of that one. And then West Valley, you have great driving conditions, no major issues right now, just some slow and go traffic on Grand near Indian School and on the 10 heading east at 75th Avenue. So here's a live look from our ADOT camera of the I-17 in Glendale. We got a good flow of traffic, but it's a little busier as you're heading south. So I'll keep you updated when those accidents clear this morning. And Jimmy, I washed my car yesterday. So what does that mean?
I mean, it's just going to rain. It'll rain somewhere in this state for today. But you're right. Look at this storms. We may see more of this for today and then less of it for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Looks like we're going to get into a bit of a dry pattern out there, too. But I'll tell you what, Tucson had some rain. Streets were flooding over there. That was from Tucson late last night. They had more rain coming in across that area. But, of course, Vanessa wants to know about her car. Car wash, should we wash it? Well, there's going to be some isolated storms out there with the potential for dust. So I don't like to say do not wash your cars, but I would say check the guarantee. A lot of places you go to will give you a 1, maybe a 2-day, 24, 48-hour guarantee. So if you wash it and it rains or you get it hit with dust maybe, they'll let you run it through one more time. They won't do the inside or interior, but they'll let you run it through again. So that's something to look at. Make sure you have that rain guarantee, which most of them do offer. Okay, it's still dark out there right now. Here's what's going on. The sun is continuing to dip further to the south as we're getting a little bit closer to fall. We still have a ways to go, but it's not up as high as it was. So we're going to start to get less and less direct rays of the sunshine. And that means temperatures will finally start to go down, not until October, but less daylight. And we're noticing that in the morning hours because it's already dark out there. You really can't see the superstitions like you could about a month or so ago. 71 right now in Winslow. So I like to say, I call it the thermostat effect. If your thermostat was set at 56 in your house, well, 1, your bill would be astronomical, and 2, it would just be freezing out there. So really nice at 56 for Greer. Although Greer, you are an exception. You're at about 7,000 feet, so pretty high up there. 56, 7,000 feet also for Flagstaff. So elevation's everything. That's another way if you want to save on your air conditioning bill. You can get billed up higher. If you can get your house at least to 7,000 feet, that probably costs more than any air conditioning for the rest of your life. But I just joke with that. But yeah, way up in the sky, it's always cooler at higher elevation. 59 days left until monsoon is done. 6 for northern Arizona, 2 for the valley, 7 for the White Mountains, and western Arizona about a 3. So there'll be some storms around, and some of those storms could spill out right into the valley. Monsoon meter, we got a 1 here, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's forecast. Looking pretty dry across the satellite radar. Had some storms up to the north of us. We saw some lightning last night, but we're just looking pretty dry. Today's going to be our best shot at rain from now through the weekend. Things have changed a little bit. So a chance of a storm today, then we dry out Saturday, Sunday, and right on in towards Monday. And today it's going to be very hot out there for us as well. So go ahead, wash your car, but remember to get that 24-hour guarantee.
All right, I finally went through my first monsoon, Jimmy. I've been through hurricanes, tornadoes, now a monsoon. Boom. I can add it to the list, buddy.
Check.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, still ahead on 12 today. A Valley High School football team is taking their season opener on the road. We'll tell you where.
And we got to do something in South Phoenix. He's like, what do you think about Alaska? And I laughed. I go, how are we going to do that? He's like, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, we talked to the players and coaches at Cesar Chavez about their season opener in Alaska. What a great trip. Stay with us.
737 coming out of the sky. Oh, won't you take me down to Memphis on a midnight ride? I want to move. Hey, you need a traveling pain. Yeah, let it fly across the land.
12 News has your back for everything Diamondbacks. As the only D-backs local news partner, we're live on the Chase Field Plaza every Friday home game. Watch 12 today at 6 a.m. and first at 4 for $12 seats, exclusive player interviews, and more. Tomorrow only on 12 News.
Here at DBL, we want to help you navigate through all the streaming apps and thousands of channels at your fingertips to bring you the TV shows you should definitely watch.
Well, what should we definitely be watching?
It's a good question, Erica. The Sinner with Jessica Biel, huge hit last year, coming back, now Insecure. I know you love it. It's the comedy about navigating life in LA with Issa Rae, and Ozark with Jason Bateman and Laura Linney, a money laundering scheme.
Well, I love it. Join the conversation on the next Daily Blast Live.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're making sandwiches.
You're doing great. You're going so fast.
Well, we gotta make 1 million.
1 million?
It's the summer of 1 million meals. Kids all over Arizona don't have access to the kind of food they need to get through the summer. So we're doing everything we can to help out, and you can too.
Help the United Food Bank and 12 News supply Arizona children with 1 million meals this summer by donating at azmillionmeals.org.
I think it's time to retire my dad's suit.
There he is.
Here I am.
At Men's Warehouse, our expert stylists will bring you up to date. Now through Sunday, save up to 70% off with their end of summer clearance event.
You're gonna like the way you look in a great fitting suit.
Car wreck? Check. Motorcycle wreck? Check. Truck wreck? Check. Bicycle wreck? Check. UFO wreck? What? In a wreck, you need a check. Call Lerner Road now for a free consultation.
Call 977-11900.
When severe weather happens, I'm on it. It is not worth chancing it. The storm is dangerous. You have microbursts, dust storms, flash flooding, severe thunderstorms, and my responsibility to you is to keep you safe.
It's the Power Buy sale at Mattress Firm. We bought some of our best-selling mattresses at unbelievable prices so that we can pass the incredible savings on to you. Right now, you can save up to 50% off all brands. Like a Beautyrest Recharge Hybrid Queen mattress, now only $7.99. Or a Serta Memory Foam Queen mattress, now only $3.97. Hurry, once these beds are gone, they're gone. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
Are you living your best life? Is your body trying to tell you something? Do you live with vitality or illness? Are you managing stress? Are you thriving or just surviving? To learn how to age healthier and live happier, find a certified provider at biotmedical.com.
Mother Nature sure smells amazing, even in accounts receivable. Gain Botanico's laundry detergent. Bring the smell of nature wherever you are.
Around here, nobody ever does it. Really?
I didn't do it.
So when I heard they added Ultra Oxy to the cleaning power of Tide, it was just what we needed. So now we can undo all the tough stains nobody did.
Dad, I didn't do it.
It's gotta be Tide.
No matter what size your label says, Men's Warehouse has you covered. It's time to take your style to the next level and create the perfect fit. It's time to like the way you look.
Welcome back to 12 Today. Well, 12 News is everything Arizona, and we're taking you everywhere from A to Z.
All this week, we're celebrating Lake Havasu City, Parker, and Kingman. And coming up at 6:30, Team 12's Crystal Henderson gives us a behind-the-scenes look at the newly remodeled London Bridge. And I mean a real behind-the-scenes look, because we are not just going under the bridge, we're going inside it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Well, from Lake Havasu City to the Southwest Valley, Laveen to be exact, where the football team at Cesar Chavez High School is getting ready for their season opener like no other.
Yeah, as 12 Sports' Cameron Cox shows us, the champions are changing the culture on the south side, and it all starts in Alaska?
Cesar Chavez High School is practicing at night to beat the heat, but soon heat won't be an issue.
Like, wow, we're really going.
Because the champions are doing something no other team in Arizona has ever done before. Play a football game in Alaska.
You know, only time I heard Alaska was on the show Alaska Frontier. I watched it with my grandfather.
So the obvious question, why?
We were talking, my AD and I, Lenny Dorfler, and he was talking about, you know, we got to do some things. And we sat down, you know, we saw the other East Side schools going places, the West Side schools going places, and, you know, we got to do something in South Phoenix. And he's like, what do you think about Alaska? And I laughed. I go, how are we going to do that? He's like, I'll take care of it.
CC's AD Leonard Dorfel runs a yearly football camp up there. Using his connections, he scheduled the champions' first game of the season versus Anchorage East High School. To get there, the team raised $30,000. Now comes the difficult part. Anybody scared of flying?
Got a few linemen, a few of the big guys. You ask the kids, how many of you been on a plane? 75% have never been on a plane. Well, how many have been further than California? 80% have never been further than California.
They're going to spend a week out there bunking it up inside of a gym and practicing at a local high school.
And it's going to be like a camp, but it's going to be a spoiled camp.
Plus, the champions will get the full Alaskan experience.
Sightsee for a little bit, eat some food, you know, crab legs, we'll eat some salmon, we'll eat some red salmon, we'll eat some moose. So, you know, make an experience for the kids.
Yes, this is still a business trip. Winning is the top priority. But big picture, this trip could have a positive impact on the program for years to come.
And we want to show the kids that we're going to do things that no other schools are going to do. We took Southside kids that really don't get that much opportunity, and we went to Alaska, somewhere most people in the United States have never been, won a football game, and just made everybody proud in Arizona and as our community as Laveen.
Oh, I love that.
It's going to be an amazing experience. The fact that they raised $30,000 to take the trip is just absolutely incredible.
And like a lot of them have never been on a plane.
Yeah. It's hard to believe, you know?
I remember going on my first plane right around like 6th or 7th grade, but it's a trip you never forget, you know, doing something like that, especially with classmates or teammates.
Yeah.
For sure. But they've got to win. That's the bottom line. You know,
Yes,
you know how it
fingers
goes.
crossed. We're going to cheer for them.
Yeah, best of luck to them. What a great story.
All right, guys, I'm here. That means we're ready to start the 5 a.m.
All right.
Still ahead on 12 today.
You're awake?
Move over, Captain Kirk, and make room, Mr. Spock. The U.S. could be going to space. What one lawmaker says is next for the U.S. Space Force.
Gotta get my bag. Okay, I'm on the...
At Hastings & Hastings, we are the discount accident lawyers. I can't for the life of me understand why anyone would hire a law firm who charges 1/3 or more to handle your injury case. That's too much. Call now for a free consultation.
Get more at More Furniture's 41st anniversary event.
We're celebrating with $41 payments.
Get this Urban Loft platform bedroom, sleek transforming power living room, and contemporary dining room.
All with no interest for just $41 a month for 72 months on a purchase of $29.99.
Buy more and save more. 3 rooms of furniture, all for one low payment.
The 41st anniversary event going on now at More Furniture for Less at all Phoenix showrooms, including our newest in Gilbert and Avondale.
Hey, heard you sold the house.
Yeah.
Did you use Purple Bricks?
Purple Bricks?
Oh, yeah, they're super experienced local real estate agents who save you from blowing thousands on commission. And not thousands, but like thousands.
Commisery. The misery you feel when you pay too much in commission and get nothing more for your money. Whether you're buying or selling your home, save yourself from commisery at purplebricks.com.
As a veteran, I credit the Marine Corps for everything I've ever accomplished. That's why I've introduced PXG for Heroes. This program provides special pricing on PXG Gen 1 clubs to past and present members of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, and to our nation's first responders. Visit pxg.com/heroes to learn more. PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
I used to be a defense attorney for large auto insurance companies. That valuable experience helps Hastings & Hastings get you every dollar you deserve. Experience matters, and with our discount fee, we charge less so you get more.
You're watching 12 News, Arizona's most watched station.
Hey, good morning, everyone. What do you know about your favorite restaurant? We're going to tell you how a popular review app plans to help keep its users more informed.
Plus, they say don't fly too close to the sun, but NASA is breaking all the rules on that. Details on a new probe that many hope will answer some burning questions about outer space.
Cool off with some ice cream today and help people in need. Team 12's Brian West has the details on how your love for DQ could help a local hospital. This is my favorite story of the day because we love PCH so much and we love ice cream.
Oh my goodness, where I'm living right now, I have a Dairy Queen like a block away from me. So I haven't been tempted to go yet, but last night I was so tempted. So I wound up just going to Fry's. I bought a big tub of ice cream.
Yes. Well, you need to go today. You need to go to DQ
We're going today.
Okay, good.
It's on me.
Good morning, everyone. 5:02. You're watching 12 Today. I'm Emma Jade.
And I'm Mike Gonzalez in for Paul Gerke this morning. Glad that you're with us. Let's get you up to speed on what you can expect for the weather. Let's check in with Jimmy. Hey, we're on another hot streak, man.
That's going to be hot at your house. Emma, Mike told me that he's staying at some relatives. 78.
At
no,
night
79.
79.
Wait, at night?
Yes, at night. So I've learned to sleep with no blankets in my skivvies. I'm going to be honest with you, but if Aunt Connie's watching right now, it's comfortable. It's comfortable, Aunt. I'm not complaining.
And you can't complain.
No, you can't complain because the other day she was like, Jimmy, how you feeling? I'm like, I feel great.
I got an answer.
Fans everywhere.
I got an answer for you. This is what you tell her. Okay. This is what Jimmy Kids, how I would roll.
Should I be real?
No, I'm going to take the electric bill. Yeah, I got the electric bill. We're doing it my style.
You know what?
And drop it. And there you
go.
go.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Done.
I like that. Hopefully there's a solution. Hey, good morning, everybody. This morning right now, still starting out dark and early out there. It's getting, the sun's coming up a little bit less and less every day, a little later every day. 68 right now in Payson. Talk about your thermostat at that. That'd be wonderful. 55 for Flagstaff. It's already cool. I can almost say the transition is starting in some parts of the state, but today, No. Transition back to 110 degrees and a slight chance of a storm. Vanessa, you washed your car. That's a guarantee there's going to be rain somewhere, at least where you're driving.
I know, but it was so dirty from the other monsoon. I had to.
That was mine.
All right, guys, it is 5:03 in the morning. We do have an accident and an area that you have to drive with caution because of some debris. It's on the I-10 eastbound at Buckeye Road, so be very careful when you're heading out there. It's not causing any major delays for you at this time. And then we have an accident in the East Valley. This is near the 60 and the Loop 101. It's not causing any delays either. I will let you know when both these accidents clear up this morning. Emma?
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Vanessa. 5:04 is your time. A man is dead after being hit by a Valley Metro bus in downtown Phoenix. Crews responded to a call about an accident involving a man right near First Avenue in Van Buren. This happened yesterday afternoon. Phoenix fire crews say 34-year-old Henry Rodriguez tried to cross the roadway against the do not walk signal. That's when a bus heading south hit him. Paramedics transported him to the hospital where he later died.
Flagstaff police need the community's help finding some vandals. Investigators sent us these pictures of the suspects who allegedly did some serious damage at Killip Elementary School. This is the second incident on the campus just this week. The school remains closed as officers do investigate. If you have any information about this incident, you are asked to call Flagstaff PD. And the Valley man accused in the deadly shooting of DPS trooper Tyler Edenhofer is now behind bars. Isaac King was released from the hospital Wednesday and booked into the Maricopa County Jail. Troopers actually used Edenhofer's own handcuffs when they walked him inside. Court documents indicate that King was mentally disturbed and impaired by either drugs or alcohol at the time.
Well, the Arizona Cardinals and the 100 Club of Arizona are coming together this weekend to support the family of DPS trooper Tyler Edenhofer and the two other troopers injured in this incident. A barbecue fundraiser scheduled at 12:30 on Saturday afternoon out on the South Lawn at University of Phoenix Stadium. The annual red and white practice follows, where you will be able to see your favorite players in action, all for free. For all the details, go to 12news.com. Remember, 12 News is your official home of the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, the sweet sounds of my childhood.
Bringing back memories there.
Sounds familiar, right? Yeah. Well, new this morning, Super Mario's virtual coins and Zelda's rupees could cost a Valley man after Nintendo filed a lawsuit against him.
Yeah, that's right. According to court documents, Nintendo is accusing Jacob Matthias and his company Matthias Designs LLC of reproducing and distributing video games on its website.
Yeah, Team 12's Jen Wall joins us in Studio 12A with all the details. Jen, what happened?
That's right. If he is found guilty, Jacob Matthias of Matthias Designs could be in big trouble and forced up to pay millions of dollars in fines for Nintendo copyright infringement. Now, if we're looking ahead here at the websites, you can see both of Matthias's ROM hosting sites, Love ROMs and Love Retro, have been shut down. So if you try to go to them right now, you won't be able to find anything. The lawsuit filed last month says defendants uploaded and continue to upload and maintain the unauthorized copies of Nintendo video games that they make available to users on those websites. It adds that both of the now shut down sites are very popular. Get this, Love ROMs alone drawing 17 million visitors each month. That according to the lawsuit. Nintendo obviously has a problem with that because the lawsuit says visitors go to the sites for these free unauthorized copies of Nintendo's video games and other property. The lawsuit stating that both Love ROMs and Love Retro websites have made the defendants substantial ill-gotten gains, including through donations and the sale of advertising. So now Matthias could face up to $150,000 for the infringement of each Nintendo copyrighted work and up to $2 million for the infringement of each Nintendo trademark. That's pretty big, hefty fine there.
My goodness, they're not messing around there.
No, they aren't.
Oh, all right, thanks, Jen. Well, gaming is just huge now. We told you yesterday how parents are actually hiring coaches to help their kids get better at Fortnite.
Wow.
Yeah. So we want to know, how much time do you or your kids spend playing video games? Just a few hours a day, a few hours a week, or way too much to count? Look at that.
Wow.
Is that the winner? I can't see from there. Is it 57% say way too much? Oh.
Yeah, my 15-year-old son loves gaming, plays way too much. I'm guilty of it. All right, you can weigh in at 12news.com/yourvoice. We'll have the final results at the end of our show.
All right, everyone. Yelp wants to make picking your next foodie spot as easy as possible. How it plans to help users make more informed decisions.
And bring on the extra mac sauce. Yeah, details on how you can score a free McDonald's classic when we return. Stay with us.
Tonight at 10. Pool pump poachers and backyard bandits targeting homes and hitting people where it hurts, their wallets. The secrets to keeping yourself from becoming their next target. Tonight on 12 News at 10.
Western bacon cheeseburger, cheese, bacon, Western bacon cheeseburger. I'm talking Carl Jr., pick it up. Western bacon cheeseburger, Carl Jr., pick it up.
First the bread,
And then the peanut butter.
then the jelly.
Together we can help feed Arizona this summer. Visit azmillionmeals.org to see how you can help.
Wow, that's an aggressive yellow.
Pretty great, huh?
If you're a banana.
I find it very appealing.
New Kellogg's Raisin Bran with bananas. 2 scoops meet real banana slices.
Done a good job raising ya.
You guys ready?
This is the Nelson family.
Wi-Fi's good.
And their panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox.
Connected here.
They're helping us demonstrate the speed and coverage of its super fast signal.
Here it comes!
It covers every device and every inch of their home.
He's coming back up!
And with extenders, every room is connected. Cover every corner of your home with super fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox.
When you strip away the stain, the clear coat, and the painstaking assembly by hand, when you undo the hours of sanding, cutting, welding, and grinding, what remains? Your vision. The Yamwood Foundry. Outstanding and timeless furniture.
Diamonds at their lowest price in years. Half-carat solitaires are now $3.99, 1-carat $7.90, 2-carat $9.50 per carat, plus 1-carat studs $3.99. Insane prices on thousands of GIA diamonds and designer rings. Buy direct, the Jewelry Exchange Phoenix.
Hi, I'm Matt Granite here for Deal Boss. If you're overwhelmed by deals everywhere you turn, it's time for you to take charge of the stuff you really want and be your own Deal Boss. Deal Boss! Go to facebook.com/DealBoss for your best deals on everything from phones to drones, humidifiers to hair dryers, sneakers to speakers. Deal Boss! We've got the best prices, exclusive products, and lots more only here on the Deal Boss Facebook page. Follow us, facebook.com/DealBoss. When Monsoon 2018 hits Arizona, turn to the weather experts. 12 News.
12 News has your exclusive monsoon meter that will help keep your family safe.
Complete coverage on television, online, and on the app. Turn to 12 News.
Western bacon cheeseburger, cheese, bacon, Western bacon cheeseburger. I'm talking Carl Jr., pick it up. Western bacon cheeseburger, Carl Jr., pick it up.
Welcome back, everyone. Here we go. Right now, it's 5:12. Let's take a quick look at this morning's business hot headlines for you.
Yeah, parents, as if diapers were not already expensive enough, you can expect to pay even more in the coming months.
This is
Yikes.
horrible
I
news.
know.
P&G, the parent company of Pampers, says families need to brace for at least a 4% spike in price. When you already factor in how expensive they're, it's ridiculous, right?
Got 3 kids.
Awful.
A lot of diapers.
The cost of the product could vary based on size or diaper type. The company says the increase in cost can be blamed on the materials and the transportation, also because they know we need them, so they just hike up the prices. Families can also expect to see cost increases on other products like Bounty, Charmin, and Puss tissues.
Yeah, it's painful buying those diapers. Well, if you use Yelp to help you decide where to eat or what companies to shop with, the online review site is expanding to bring you more information about your favorite places. The website plans to add health inspection information to its roster. Yelp's so-called Lives brand started back in 2013 and already has health scores for more than 200,000 businesses, and the company hopes to triple that number in the future.
Okay, Big Mac lovers, listen up. I'm not sure about the health here, but this is not a drill. Starting at lunchtime today, McDonald's will begin dishing out those Mac coins we've been talking about for the past couple days, all to honor the sandwich's 50th birthday. So the fast food currency can be used at McDonald's locations worldwide to score a free Big Mac. Now, the Mac coins, which come in 5 different versions, are valid through the end of the year. Look at them. So every time you buy a Big Mac, you get a Mac coin, and then you can come back, use the Mac coin for a free Big Mac.
As if
That's a great
as if we need an excuse to eat more Big Macs, right?
Yeah, they're just like, all right, come on in, keep coming back for more.
Yeah, right.
Got a coin? Yeah. You got to use it, right? You can't let it expire.
No.
You have to use it.
Yes. You're right.
All right, guys, here's what's going on with the Valley freeways. We do have an area that you have to drive with caution because there's some debris on the road. This is on the I-10 eastbound at Buckeye Road. We're not having any major delays because of it. Just be careful, though, when you're on that part of the freeway. Then for the East Valley, we have great driving conditions, nothing but green on your side of town. However, we do have an accident clearing up on the Loop 101 right there at the 60 as the 60's heading east at the Loop 101. No major delays with that one, though, so that's some good news. We still have this closure on Pecos Road, westbound, close from Lindsay Road to Allen Avenue. They're doing some construction in the area, so avoid that one altogether this morning. For the West Valley, we do have some traffic building up on Grant as you approach the Peoria area and a little bit past the Loop 101, but the Loop 303 looks great. Same thing with the 10 heading east at this time. Here's a live picture from our ADOT camera of the stack, the I-17, and where the 10 meets, and we got a good flow of traffic all over there, no major delays, but I'll let you know when that incident clears up and as well as the accident and if any new ones pop up this morning. Jimmy?
Okay, this morning we can expect temperatures reaching, we're currently at 68 in Payson. So I can't necessarily say that the transition has officially begun, but in another month or so, we'll start to notice even cooler temperatures, 60s and 50s. That's amazing to wake up to. Imagine sitting on your patio up in Prescott right now. Take a picture. I'd love to see it. Nice and cool. As far as washing your car, I don't want to deter any business from these car washes. They're awesome. But you might want a rain guarantee. Most of them offer that. It's about 24 to 48 hours. If it rains after, they'll let you run your car through because there's a chance of storms today and tomorrow. A little bit better, though, for the weekend. As far as what we can expect here starting out right now, still on the dark side early on. Sky's starting to open up. I'm going to start tweeting out some of these pictures. They're going to look beautiful. I like to tweet out about 5 or 6 of these as we transition. But here's what's going on. The sun is starting to drop. The direct rays of the sun are starting to drop towards the north, heading towards the fall pattern. As that happens, we'll get less and less direct rays of the sunlight and less sunshine, and our days eventually get shorter, which is going to be nice. That'll translate to cooler temperatures eventually. 59 days, plenty of time for that monsoon. We still have a lot of that to go here. We got 2 for the monsoon meter, 6 for northern Arizona, and 7 for the White Mountains. So a good shot at storms are going to start to build eastern Arizona. I'll predict around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, we'll see those storms coming in along the White Mountains and maybe firing up along the rim and into northern Arizona. And then later in the afternoon, early evening, we could see some of those storms making their way into the valley. About a 2 for today, 2 for Friday about, and then we dry out for the weekend. We're looking pretty dry here, though. Not a lot happening across the radar for the state or for the valley. 110 for today. Yesterday, we shot up. I called for 108. We shot up to 111 degrees. If you get a dry pocket of air that filters in, that's what you'll get. Then by the weekend, 108, 109, and Emma's asking me what happened to the 103 for Monday. Yes, it did go away. It's back up to 109 and an isolated storm starting on Monday. Let's hope this changes here in the next couple of days.
All right, Emma, we've got the perfect solution, though.
We do have.
Since it's really hot.
You're right.
I know you're loving this story. Dairy Queen's Miracle Treat Day is raising money for a local hospital, and every customer can take part in the cause.
That's right. Team 12's Brian West drew the short straw this morning. This poor guy has to sit inside of an ice cream shop all morning long. Brian, you know what? They do this every year, and I just love it so much.
It's such a great cause, Emma. What I love is together today, we are creating smiles. We have Lori here, she's the manager. We're at Crispin and Baseline in Mesa. So tell me, first off, about today's fundraiser.
Today's fundraiser is Miracle Treat Day. That's been part of the Dairy Queen system for just over 30 years. And all of the money that we raise locally here in Phoenix today is going to stay at Phoenix Children's Hospital.
I love that. And you're giving me a 101. You said it's easy to make these. Tell me about the process.
It's actually really easy. We take our famous DQ soft serve and we put it in a cup. We add our toppings, and then we're going to go ahead and blend it.
Okay, so let's do this. First step, step one.
First step, we're going to fill our cup with all of the famous soft serve that tastes so good. We're going to make our famous DQ curl on there. Okay, we're going to come over here and put the Oreo in. The Oreo Blizzard is by far our
best seller, right?
Our top seller.
What's probably number 2?
Oh goodness, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, or one of our new summer blizzards that we have, the Twix, the Summer Berry Cheesecake, Cotton Candy, or the Jurassic Chomp.
You just have all flavors. I also love we have Luke here. So Luke, it's your second day on the job, right?
Yeah.
And what do we do now?
We put in the blender and blend it up.
Okay, let's do that. And then what I love about today, tell me about the cause that this goes to. So it's all children's, the hospital network.
Right, it's the Children's Miracle Network. It's system-wide, so every Dairy Queen in the U.S. is going to be participating today at a level of either $1, $2, or 100% proceeds per blizzard.
And you wanted to do the 100%. So at minimum, it's $1.
Yes, at minimum it's $1. At our location, we do 100%, because why not? It's one day a year. It's one product that they're asking us to donate on, and we encourage people to come in, buy them, put them in the freezers, get as much money raised for the kids as possible, because why not help some kids?
Yeah, and you're open 11 to 10, right?
11 to 10 today, yeah.
Okay, Crispin and Baseline. Oh, that's the test, guys. Look at this. I'm gonna try making this coming up at 6:30, but again, all day today. Emma, I gotta say, again, together we're creating smiles. So come out, Dairy Queen, any location around the valley, at minimum, they donate $1 or 100% of the proceeds.
I can't believe
Such a good
100%.
cause.
Brian, tell me their location one more time that does the 100% before you eat.
Crispin and Baseline.
Crispin and Baseline. Okay, I gotta remember that. I love that idea too. You got to just stock it all up, you know, put it in the freezer.
It's a win-win.
100%. Wow, bravo to them. Thanks, Brian. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Coming up in less than 5 minutes, a new initiative from NASA is burning hot. Details on the organization's newest probe focused on getting us closer to the sun.
12 News has your back for everything Diamondbacks. As the only D-backs local news partner, we're live on the Chase Field Plaza every Friday home day. Watch 12 today at 6 a.m. and first at 4 for $12 seats, exclusive player interviews, and more. Tomorrow only on 12 News.
Jumping back to school? Watch this. Jump back to school in style with buy one, get one half off. Shoe Carnival, a surprise in store.
This week at Bashas', enjoy summer savings on fresh fruits and veggies during our 88-cent produce sale. For a healthy snack, plump red or green seedless grapes are only 88 cents a pound. Make tasty guacamole with large Hass avocados, just 88 cents each. Nutritious and fresh broccoli or cauliflower, only 88 cents a pound. And you'll love our sweet and tangy mangoes, 2 for just 88 cents. Summer savings on fresh fruits and veggies at Bashas', your Arizona hometown grocer.
Sleep More! Buy one, get one free at Sleep More. During the 41st anniversary event at Sleep More, buy this Sherwood queen-size Euro Top mattress set with foam encased Duracoils for only $7.99 and get the second set absolutely free. Buy one, get one free. Kings, queens, full, or twin size. Buy one, get one free. Going on now at Sleep More. Inside more furniture for less. Sleep More. More mattresses for less.
Attention! Upgrading your bathtub to a shower system can prevent fall-related injuries. The National Aging in Place Council suggests that eliminating an old bathtub for a walk-in shower can greatly increase bathroom safety. Introducing a new Kohler shower system that fits directly into your existing bathtub space and is engineered for safety and cleanliness. This month only, save 20% off a Kohler shower system with 12 months no money down, no payments, and no interest. Call the number on screen or visit dreamstyleshowers.com for this exclusive exclusive offer. Trust your Kohler project to America's #1 remodeling company, Dreamstyle Remodeling. With professional installation from Dreamstyle Remodeling and superior material by Kohler, you can count on your new shower to be premium quality. Save 20% on your Kohler shower system with 12 months no money down, no payments, and no interest. This exclusive offer is only available by calling the number on screen or visiting DreamStyleShowers.com. Don't let yourself or your loved ones become a statistic. Bathing-related falls are no joke.
Jumping back to school? Watch this. Jump back to school in style with buy one, get one half off. Shoe Carnival, a surprise in store.
No, literally. Like that's what's going to be happening. Walking on sunshine. We're getting closer to the sun than ever before, everyone. Humanity's first visit to a star begins next week. NASA's Parker Solar Probe will travel closer to the sun than any spacecraft before it.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. This morning we are joined by NASA physicist Dr. Alex Young. And Doctor, thanks for joining us. First of all, we have a lot of burning questions this morning. All right, Emma put me up to that, Doctor. Emma put me up to that. I'm brand new, and I said I'd be cheesy this morning.
It's cute.
all right, Doc.
That's all right. I'll join you. This is a cool mission.
We'll be here all morning for you, folks. All right, Doc. How did this program get started?
Well, you know, this is something that started more than 60 years ago when NASA first decided to come up with a list of objectives. This is the last one on the list because we finally have the technology to make such an amazing spacecraft and to make such a hazardous journey.
Hazardous is right. How close exactly will the Parker Solar Probe be getting to the sun?
We're going to be getting to around 3.8 million miles from the surface.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't sound like it's close, but that's actually super close, right in the heart of the corona, the part of the sun you see during a total solar eclipse, where all the action is happening. We're going to get up close and personal and touch a star.
You know, the technology, obviously incredible, Doc. You know, how will it survive those extreme heat conditions?
Right, so the radiation is so unbelievably powerful. The front of the spacecraft experiences temperatures of around 2,500 degrees, but we have a 4.5-inch carbon fiber foam shield that's covered in a white coating to reflect sunlight. There's also a radiator around it that uses a gallon of water to cool the spacecraft, the solar panels, to make it a cozy room temperature back where all the instruments are.
That is just incredible. What's like the biggest takeaway? What are you guys hoping to gain the most knowledge of when it comes to the sun?
Well, there are a couple of big questions we want to answer. One, why is the corona so hot? The surface of the sun is 10,000 degrees. The corona is a crazy 2 million degrees. So we want to understand that. And all of that is also accelerating the solar wind. Particles are flowing away from the sun. There's also huge explosions, coronal mass ejections, solar flares, and all of this is happening where we're going to be flying through. And so we need to measure it in person, we call in situ, to truly understand the physics of what's going on.
You know what, Dr. Young, we complain here about the temperature and how we survive this Arizona heat, but I don't even know what that poor probe is going to be complaining about after this. That's incredible. Good luck. And we can't wait to hear what you guys discover. You guys are doing incredible things there. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you. And if you get a chance.
Oh, darn it. You had something more to say.
Well.
We'll get it and we'll post it on Facebook. What are the chances? We found an incredible story of twins marrying twins.
That's a good story. All right.
Yeah.
Plus, President Trump tweets about the Russia investigation. And now some are asking if the social media post crossed a criminal line. We'll tell you more about that.
First the bread, then the peanut butter, then the jelly. We can do this, people. Done! Nice work, Jade. My mom watches you every morning.
It's the summer of a million meals. Kids all over Arizona don't have access to the kind of food they need to get through the summer. So we're doing everything we can to help out, and you can too.
It's the summer of a million meals. I like it. Help the United Food Bank and 12 News supply Arizona children with 1 million meals this summer by donating at azmillionmeals.org.
Plenty of horse racing action this summer with simulcast from major racetracks at Turf Paradise and at all 65 off-track betting sites. Watch and wager on races from Del Mar, Saratoga, Churchill Downs, Arlington Park, and more. For the OTB nearest you, go to turfparadise.com.
Are you living your best life? Is your body trying to tell you something? Do you live with vitality or illness? Are you managing stress? Are you thriving or just surviving? To learn how to age healthier and live happier, find a certified provider at biotmedical.com.
PXG's Gen 2 irons aren't just better, they're better in every way. Gen 2 irons deliver faster ball speeds, unparalleled distance, exceptional forgiveness, and outstanding accuracy. But be warned, once you swing our PXG Gen 2 irons, you're gonna want them. PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
Plenty of horse racing action this summer with simulcast from major racetracks at Turf Paradise and at all 65 off-track betting sites. Watch and wager on races from Del Mar, Saratoga, Churchill Downs, Arlington Park, and more. For the OTB nearest you, go to turfparadise.com.
Happening right now on 12 today, the suspect accused of killing a DPS trooper now behind bars.
I want to be a name. I want to be someone that steps in and people can depend on.
Honoring an American and Arizona hero, the special honor for Pat Tillman.
You know what? Even Facebook thinks you are spending way too much time on its site, and the social media giant is now doing something about it.
I do, ×2. A unique love story that will have you doing a double take.
I don't know about this one.
We've already had a lot of comments internally about this one.
You just wonder how it all came to be and who chose who. Anyway, it's cute. Twins marrying twins, everyone.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. All right, well, I'm Mike Gonzalez in for Paul Gerke, in case you're wondering who I am.
Mike just joined. When did you start? A week?
Gosh, I started the 23rd of July, so it's been
throwing you right
it's
into
been
it.
a roller coaster, but it's been a lot of fun. I think the main thing is just getting used to the heat. I came from the Pacific Northwest.
You're crazy for moving here in the summer, but
I know. I figure
okay.
if I get through this, Jimmy,
you can get through anything.
Bam, I'm good, man.
Yeah, I've been selling October to you like
you
crazy.
have. Everybody has. It's like October, then November, even.
Oh, that is just then you're gonna see. Hey, is that famous?
Yeah.
Hey, is that so and so at the coffee shop?
When my friends in the Northwest are like 3 feet of snow, I'm good.
Yeah,
Right.
no, you're going to
Right.
like this. This is good. All right, folks. Hopefully we can deliver on a pretty decent forecast. Here it's just going to be hot for today. Yesterday, we had a dry pocket of air that's made its way into the valley, and we shot up all the way to 111 degrees to start out the 1st of August. Now we are at the 2nd of August. A little bit hazy outside. The light's still up across the city. Temperatures, is it cool? It is cool. Other parts of the state, up in Greer, 56 degrees, 68 for Payson, so just very close within an hour or so of the valley. And our temperatures dropped substantially. Coles Ranch, good morning to you. Also starting out in the 60s this morning. Your dew points are going to be up, and our monsoon meter storms will be firing again up across the high country. 2 for the valley, 2 for southeast Arizona. And Vanessa, you washed your car, so it's a guarantee. It's going to rain somewhere, probably wherever you're driving.
Well, you're welcome, everyone, because you know people love the rain. All right, guys, it is 5:31. We still have this incident, or the area you have to drive with caution, and the accident in place on our maps here. So drive with caution when you are on the I-10 heading east at Buckeye Road. There's some debris on the road there. It's not causing any delays, so hopefully it'll be moved out of the way within the next few minutes. Then for the East Valley, you have great driving conditions, nothing but green on your side of town. However, we do have an accident in the clearing stages, and this is on the 60 heading east at the Loop 101. No major issues or delays with this one, so hopefully that'll clear up soon because it's been there for the last, I'd say, 30 minutes or so. We do have this road closure still at Pecos Road westbound closed from Lindsay Road to Allen Avenue, so avoid that one altogether this morning. Here's a look at the West Valley. No major issues. We don't have any accidents, no major delays. Look at that. The 10 heading east is still green at this time. Here's some quick travel times. If you're on the Loop 101 heading east from 75th Avenue, trying to get to Scottsdale Road, it'll only take you 14 minutes. If you're on the 51 heading south from the Loop 101 to the mini stack, it'll take you 12. And then the Loop 101 heading north from the Loop 202 to Frank Lloyd Wright will only take you 19 minutes. So I'll keep you updated when that accident clears this morning. Emma?
All right, thanks, Vanessa. We have some new developments for you. In the death of a DPS trooper, the man accused of killing Trooper Tyler Edenhofer is now behind bars. Isaac King, you see the back of him right there in the orange jumpsuit. He was released from the hospital, booked into the Maricopa County Jail. DPS says, get this, they actually used Edenhofer's handcuffs when they walked him in. According to court documents, King was mentally disturbed and impaired under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Arizona Cardinals and the 100 Club of Arizona are coming together this weekend to support the families of Trooper Edenhofer and the 2 other troopers injured in that incident. A special barbecue fundraiser is happening from 12:30 to 1:30 on Saturday afternoon on the South Lawn at University of Phoenix Stadium ahead of the annual Red and White practice. Go to 12news.com for all that information.
Well, right now it is 5:33. Let's check out your hot headlines this morning. An employee at a Phoenix detention center for migrant children faces sex crime charges for allegedly inappropriately touching a 14-year-old girl at the facility.
Police say 32-year-old Fernando Nagrete admitted to the incident, which happened at the Southwest Key facility near 27th Avenue and Campbell. His arrest comes just days after a report from ProPublica finding in the past 5 years, police throughout the U.S. have responded to at least 125 calls reporting sex offenses at shelters that primarily serve immigrant children.
The man accused of killing a Border Patrol agent in Tucson 8 years ago went before a U.S. District Court judge yesterday. Horacio Osorio Arianes is charged in the death of Agent Brian Terry. Investigators say he and 6 others planned on robbing marijuana smugglers when they encountered Terry and other agents in the Arizona desert. Terry was shot with a weapon that was actually part of the undercover Fast and Furious government operation. Osorio Arianes will have a detention hearing that happens tomorrow.
Former Cardinal and American hero Pat Tillman will be enshrined in the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame. Organization announcing Tillman as one of the 6 inductees into its 2018 class. Tillman will get the nod on November 1st.
Still ahead on 12 today, talks of a trade war with China. Well, they're heating up once again. What that means for you.
And President Trump amps up his calls to end the Russia investigation. The president's latest tweet storm in 3 minutes. Stay with us.
Yourself down in the basement because the Tweetnado is coming. And brace yourself. This one's about the Russia investigation. We already have a smocking gun about a campaign getting dirt on their opponent. It was Hillary Clinton. Yes, we have found the smocking gun. It was not the Trump champagne that was collaging with Russia. Crockett Hillary is the one guilty of that contusion. Switch punt.
Tonight at 10. Pool pump poachers and backyard bandits targeting homes and hitting people where it hurts, their wallets. The secrets to keeping yourself from becoming their next target. Tonight on 12 News at 10.
Closed captioning of 12 News is brought to you in part by your Desert Ford dealers.
You're in an accident. The emergency room doctor says you're hurt, but you already know that because you're in pain. You get home. The insurance company called demanding a recorded statement, which of course they're going to use against you. That's when you call Hastings & Hastings. You know us. You trust us. We've been here. We'll handle everything. And when your case settles, our discount fee means more money for you.
Update your floors with Empire Today's $50 room sale. Buy one room, get floors for all other rooms for just $50 each. So when you buy one room, it's only $50 for laminate in the kitchen, $50 for carpet in the bedroom, and $50 for hardwood in the office. There's no limit. Buy one room and it's $50 for floors in each additional room. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
today.
Attention business owners. Is your website working for you? Is it producing new leads and making your phones ring? At Social SEO, we help businesses improve their Google ranking and social media presence. Get your business found on Google, Yahoo, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Savvy business owners know the key to a successful business is a well-executed digital marketing plan. Visit socialseo.com and get your free consultation today. That's socialseo.com.
Michelle Reagan caused an election day fiasco.
Arizona's voting disaster is reaching new heights.
5-hour lines to vote. She's been missing in action since Tuesday's fiasco.
Reagan put our elections at risk and was found incompetent by the Attorney General. A pattern of failure. The better choice? Businessman Steve Gaynor. Steve built companies from the ground up. He'll clean up the mess and run the Secretary of State's office like a business. Steve Gaynor for Secretary of State.
A long time ago, I was in an accident and I dealt with insurance companies by myself. I was ping-pong back and forth between people, not getting calls back, not getting responses, and it was a total nightmare. Don't call the insurance company. Call Lerner & Rowe.
Call 977-1900. PXG's Gen 2 irons aren't just better, they're better in every way. Gen 2 irons deliver faster ball speeds, unparalleled distance, exceptional forgiveness, and outstanding accuracy. But be warned, once you swing our PXG Gen 2 irons, you're gonna want them. PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
There's no limit to what you can achieve. And now there's no limit to how. Introducing Purdue University Global. A public online university for working adults.
Hastings and Hastings, discount fees for accident victims. It's about time.
Welcome back, everyone. 5:39 is your time. Look at that gorgeous sunrise out there.
Gorgeous.
Pink sky in the morning. Sailor's warning, Jimmy Q. We got a little bit of a pink sky. Maybe since Vanessa washed her car, we're going to get, some monsoon rains. It's typically what happens. When Vanessa washes her car, we get rain that same day. Yeah, it's all of Vanessa.
All right, well, shut it down. President Trump issues his most direct call yet to end the Russia investigation.
But is that a direct order, or was he just blowing off some steam on Twitter? Hello, Michael. Made a great entrance there. It's okay. Team 12's Tracy Potch is live in Washington. You can blame the director for that. Tracy, what's the latest? What's going on?
Hey, guys. Well, the latest is that, this presidential tweet about shutting down the investigation has people here in Washington trying to interpret what President Trump actually meant amid new reporting that the Mueller team is really looking closely at these tweets as they try to build a case. Attorney General Jeff Sessions should stop this rigged witch hunt right now, President Trump tweeted.
Clearly, this statement is serious and substantial evidence of criminal intent.
It's not an order, it's the president's opinion.
The New York Times reports Robert Mueller's Russia team is scrutinizing the president's tweets.
Every time there's a new tweet, they put another tab in their file and say, this is evidence piece number 647.
Examining whether tweets plus private pressure on top justice officials like Attorney General Jeff Sessions equals obstruction of justice. Sessions joking about it.
He can send out orders pretty quick, and he's serious about it.
The president's lawyer insists the Russia investigation needs to end.
Put up or shut up. What do you got? We have every reason to believe they don't have anything.
Republicans agree.
I think Mueller should finish his work.
The longer this thing goes on, by the thing I mean the investigation, the more spin there's going to be.
The last piece could be an interview with Mr. Trump himself. The Times reports he's still pushing for it against his lawyer's advice. And Mike and Emma, we could hear more about this tonight. The president's got a campaign rally happening in Pennsylvania.
So, Tracy, what's the feel there in Washington? Because when we hear about the Russia investigation, it does seem like it's just been so long. Do Republicans and Democrats agree it's just taking too long at this point?
Well, we're hearing that from not necessarily all of them, but we are hearing that from both sides to some degree. It's long and it's detailed and there's a lot involved. Remember, the premise of this was to determine whether Russia was trying to influence our election, and a side part of that is whether they were using or trying to work through the Trump campaign to do so. And then these other things cropped up, like the Manafort case, which is on trial this week. One of them, he's facing a couple of trials, another one in the fall that came up but have nothing to do specifically with Russia or the Trump campaign, but these are charges that cropped up and are being investigated and tried as part of this. So yeah, there are all kinds of tangents and side angles that have popped up, and it has dragged on for a long time. We initially heard that they might be trying to wrap it up in the fall.
Wow. All right. Guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah, continues. Tracy Potts, thanks so much. We appreciate it. All right, let's check in with Vanessa for a look at traffic. How's it looking out there?
All right, well, we have great driving conditions this morning. We have a lot of green on our maps, but we still have that accident and the area that you have to drive with caution this morning. Hopefully that debris is out of the way pretty soon. It's been here for the last 45 minutes. It's on the I-10 eastbound at Buckeye Road. There's debris there, no major delays because of it. So hopefully that one will be out of the way and come off my maps pretty soon. Then for the East Valley, great driving conditions. We do still have that accident in place here. It is on the 60 heading east at the Loop 101. No major delays with that one either. And we still have this closure. Pecos Road westbound is closed from Lindsay Road to Allen Avenue, so avoid that altogether. They're doing some construction in the area. West Valley, look at that. The 10 heading east at this time is still green. The Loop 303 looks great. Same thing with the Loop 101. So coming back in my next report, I'll give you a look at our future cast for 7:30 a.m. And Jimmy, I washed my car yesterday, so you know that means it's going to rain in Phoenix.
Yeah, we're going to follow you around because wherever you go, that's where the rain's going to be. You're kind of money on this one. I'm telling you, we got about a 20% chance of rain. So we'll see what happens. We're going to update you tomorrow morning at this time to see if she actually got her car messed up with rain. Hopefully, yeah, the V-cast is what we call it here. 116, that's the hottest temperature we've seen so far. And usually you have two dry spells, two hot spells here in Phoenix. You have it late June, right on towards the end of July. The hottest temperatures we've ever seen late June, that record of 122. But right now, 116 is the hottest we've seen so far. That was July 24th and 25th. And hopefully we can stay out of these numbers. Yesterday we got a little bit 111 degrees. Sort of muggy weather out there. You can just feel it out there with all the haze off and towards the distance. It's going to be like that. 65 degrees for Prescott, 66 for Payson. So actually very cool in this little pocket to the east and to the north of the valley. To the south, well, I'll tell you what, even Tucson at 78 degrees. Wow, what a difference elevation makes, about 1,000 feet or so higher than us. We're at 91 right now. Along the river, good morning, Lake Havasu 97, Bullhead City 95. Monsoon meter, look for 6s and 7s for the high country, so a good shot at rain for northern Arizona. The valley at 2, will go 3 for western Arizona, and southeast Arizona will check in at about a 2 as well. An isolated storm possible for today. Most people will stay on the dry side, but sunrise 5:41. The day is getting shorter and shorter as the sun continues to retreat back to the south, and eventually it'll get to that red line right there. That's the equator. That'll be the fall equinox. Still a ways off. I don't want to jump the gun too soon. Still 59 days until the end of monsoon. And remember, towards the end of monsoon, we dry out and conditions start to really improve. You know where you can tell fall? I've felt this before, in your pool. If you got a pool that's about 8 feet deep and you get in, you start feeling these cold pockets of air, Mike, that's one of the indicators. Because it's very slight here. We don't have the changing of the colors. We don't have the big cold fronts. But when your pool starts getting a little uncomfortable, and sometimes that's in September, you know it's changing because the overnights are getting cooler. 2 for Thursday, 2 for Friday. Right now, if you're traveling anywhere across the state, no problems, no worries at all. We're looking pretty dry, but those storms will fire up later on today. Up in towards Utah, Salt Lake City, down towards the south. Storms up in Utah, and as far as the eastern third of the nation, all the way from Washington, D.C., pushing towards New York, Atlanta. More storms around the panhandle of Florida right now, but overall looking pretty good. 109 for Gila Bend, 108 for Casa Grande, Globe 97, Flagstaff 81, and about 108 for Lake Havasu for today's forecast. It's going to be a steam bath for today. 110 degrees. We had 10 of these days last month, and now it looks like we're starting out. We've already had 1 so far, maybe 2 for today. Good chance isolated storms popping today and tomorrow. Then we do dry out for the weekend.
All right, so pools can tell. If I'm in your backyard pool, folks, desperately looking for temperature changes. That's Mike Gonzalez.
For cold pockets. Yeah.
New to Arizona. Thanks, Jimmy.
Great.
All right, time now for this morning's Who Tweeted It. Guess who tweeted this? Motivational purposes only will have the answer at 6.
Okay, this story is really big right now. You're going to see it on the Today Show this morning, too. Trending online. It's wedding season, and it's double the love in Michigan this weekend. So 2 sets of identical twins are preparing to tie the knot. 24-year-old Chrissy and Cassie, which, by the way, Mom and Dad,
that's cute.
I don't know if that was too close. They're marrying Zach and Nick Lewin. So Cassie and Nick, they met in college. And then Chrissy met Zach, and the rest is history. The ceremonies, by the way, will be separate. One's happening on Friday, one's happening on Saturday. I wonder how they came up with that, which one got married first and which one got married second. But
who's the prettier sister? Who's the more handsome brother? You know,
they're identical.
Yeah, we were joking. You wonder if they ever have mistakes like grab the wrong person's hand, or you know, it's had to happen at least once.
I hope not, but my goodness, what a story! You're going to see more of this on the Today Show. They're going to be talking to them live.
What a great story! All right, well. You never know when you'll need a vest, right? That's why the San Francisco airport has a vending machine that actually dispenses them. Take a look. Each vest costs $50. Now, people have been making fun of this all over Twitter, but before you laugh too hard, the vending machine brings in about 10 grand a month. Can you believe that? That's a lot of vests, huh?
For vests?
Hey,
it's not like a suit
who
vest.
knew?
It's like just a nice cozy vest, I'm guessing?
It kind of looks like one of those down vest, kind of stylish. You know, over in San Francisco, you'd imagine it's kind of cold out that way. You might need a vest when you head outside. Who knows? All right, well, gaming is just gigantic right now. We told you yesterday how parents are actually hiring coaches to help their kids get better at Fortnite.
Crazy.
So this morning, we want to know how much time your kids are spending playing those video games. A few hours a day, a few hours a week. Hey, or like my son, way too much. I'm going to admit it.
Well, you're right there with everyone else. 64%, way too much. I took my son Eli over to a friend's house just this last week, and it was his first time playing a video game. He's 3.
Really, yeah.
Yes, but I could just see it in his eyes. I could see the addiction starting. I'm trying to hold off as long as I can because I grew up in a family where my brothers played these games like crazy.
Yeah, like I'm from the era of Atari. That's how,
okay.
You know, Asteroids, Space Invaders, things like that. But the graphics on these are so encapsulated.
They're insane.
You know, so it's one of those things, they've made it almost like reality. So
how do you get your kids to get off of video games is my question. And I'm asking so that I can use that later.
It's really sort of like a caveat. If you do well in school, you can continue to play, or, you know, it's something that it's something that is a privilege. It's not something that's just expected, for sure. All right, well, trying to make sense out of space, just one station showing you what the center of the galaxy smells like.
Huh, interesting. It can be hard to stay away from social media, but now Facebook is helping you stop wasting time.
.12 News has your back for everything Diamondbacks. As the only D-backs local news partner, we're live on the Chase Field Plaza every Friday home game. Watch 12 today at 6 a.m. and first at 4 for $12 seats, exclusive player interviews, and more. Tomorrow only on 12 News.
Summer's calling. The 2018 Cadillacs are ready to move. Join us for the Made to Move sales event. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months plus $2,000 down payment assistance when financed through GM Financial on most 2018 models.
Are you living your best life? Is your body trying to tell you something? Do you live with vitality or illness? Are you managing stress? Are you thriving or just surviving? To learn how to age healthier and live happier, find a certified provider at biotmedical.com.
What's even better than primetime TV? TV that works on your time. With Contour TV from Cox, you can access the top 100 primetime TV shows available on demand anytime. So you can catch your favorite shows when it works for you. With DirecTV, you could get a lot of drama if they don't have your top primetime shows on demand.
Take the Cox Challenge. Get a better bundle with Contour TV, up to 100 megs internet and phone. Just $89.99 a month.
Go online and take the Cox Challenge today.
Back after the break.
Sell your home with Purple Bricks.
Already sold my home.
Purple Bricks has experienced local real estate agents that save you thousands.
I could have saved thousands.
Ah, commisery. The misery you feel when you pay too much in commission and get nothing more for your money. Whether you're buying or selling your home, save yourself from commisery at purplebricks.com.
This is Sneaky Big, a little production studio in Scottsdale.
Little? It's 15,000 square feet.
It's got some toys you might like.
These are not toys.
Sneaky Big is a great place for telling stories.
Movies, commercials, recording music, you name it. In fact, it's one of the most sophisticated, affordable production studios in the world.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Sneaky Big Studios. Make magic here and save a bundle of dough.
4 years ago, Arizona was $1 billion in the red. School funding was flat after years of cuts. Today, the budget is balanced. 240,000 new jobs created, $2.7 billion in new spending for schools, plus a 20% teacher pay raise. And with the border strike force, our border is more secure. It took an outsider, a businessman, not afraid to shake things up. There's more to do, but Doug Ducey is getting results. Doug Ducey, securing Arizona's future.
Summer's calling. The 2018 Escalade is ready to move. Join us for the Made to Move sales event. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months plus $2,000 down payment assistance when financed through GM Financial on a 2018 Escalade.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. 5:53 is your time. And coming up on the Today Show this morning, a story that you may be seeing more of. A player cutting his NFL career short because of the fear over concussions.
Seahawks linebacker Joshua Perry announced he's retiring at just 24 years old after suffering, get this, 6 concussions. Perry talks about his decision in an exclusive interview with the Today Show right after 12 News.
What a smart decision to make. You know, putting your health before everything else. Grab your 12 News to go before you head out the door this morning. Ohio State head football coach Urban Meyer, he's now on paid leave. So the ex-wife of one of his assistant coaches says Meyer knew he was a domestic abuser and did nothing about it. Not Meyer, the coach. Meyer says he didn't know anything about these allegations. University is investigating.
U.S. military is now analyzing and identifying remains from the Korean War, which are now back on American soil. North Korea handed over the 55 boxes last week. Vice President Mike Pence formally accepted them during a ceremony in Hawaii yesterday.
The Los Angeles Trader Joe's involved in a deadly standoff last month. Well, it reopens today. An assistant manager was killed that day by police gunfire as she was exiting the store. Police say they were firing on a man who had barricaded himself in the store when that woman was hit.
Senate Republicans have blocked a push for $250 million to enhance election security. Senator Patrick Leahy said more funding is needed to give states the money they need to protect voting data. The probe into possible Russian meddling is ongoing.
The U.S. and China are said to be discussing a new round of negotiations on trade. Now, the Trump administration says the president is considering raising tariffs from 10 to 25% on $200 billion worth of Chinese imports.
TSA may get rid of passenger screening at 150 smaller airports across the country. According to CNN, this would save $115 million every single year. A TSA spokesperson says this plan has come up before and was rejected.
Okay. We know that we all laughed at this. Everyone did. All of America laughed about IHOP's name change to IHOB. Looks like IHOP, though, is having the last laugh here. The CEO says flipping that P to a B caused a significant lift in both sales and traffic during lunch and dinner hours. Ding, ding, ding. IHOP's second quarter earnings increased by 7%. Okay, well done. Joke's on us. How much of your time at work is actually spent working? Well, a new survey by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics found Americans are wasting some work hours in a variety of ways. Those who responded to the survey said they spent about 92% of their time at work actually doing their job. I think that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
92%? Yeah. Top non-work activities included eating and drinking, followed by work on a side hustle, socializing, surfing the web, and watching television. I think that's really good. 92% of your time.
That is really good. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We get paid to be on Facebook, you know? Chat
That's
with
true.
folks. All right, speaking of that, many of us waste a lot of time on Facebook, but now some of the biggest platforms in the world are coming up with new ways to keep you off of their sites.
Okay, see what you think about this. Facebook and Instagram's apps will now come with time management features. It allows you to set time limits and set alerts when you've exceeded those limits. The site says they want to make sure the time users spend online is intentional and not just mindless scrolling.
The new features will be rolled out to users in the next few weeks. I think this is a great idea for parents because you know kids are spending massive amount of time more on Instagram. I know my teenagers are like, Facebook is old news, Dad, but Instagram apparently is where it's at. I'm not into Snapchat yet. I got to kind of get into that.
I think
That's kind of old too.
Is it?
So
Okay,
you're good
like,
with
I'm out,
Instagram.
you know, like I'm out.
Yeah.
I think I would use it.
I need it for before bed.
Bed.
Yes.
You just need to
I'm always
turn it off.
scrolling
Yeah,
right before I go to
totally.
bed, and then I
So-
end up, it's like 20 minutes later.
Well, there are apps that will block that specific app from you using it from like 6 p.m. on. I need to tell you which one it is.
I need
that one too.
Interesting.
Right. Still ahead on 12 today. It's like something out of a movie. Details on a royal jewel heist. That's coming up in the Morning Juice.
All right, it's not all fun and games for a Valley man. Why Nintendo is suing him for millions of dollars. Stay with us.
And this London Bridge is rising. The iconic Lake Havasu City landmark like you've never seen it before.
At Lazy Boy, we're clearing out everything in stock. Right now, save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, floor samples, and one-of-a-kinds. All beautifully crafted, all on sale. It's the factory authorized clearance. Save up to 50% with deals direct from our Lazy Boy factory to you. Get our best offers on a huge selection. Don't wait, because when they're gone, they're gone. Lazy Boy, live life comfortably.
Introducing the George Brazil All-in-One Comfort Plan, a complete air conditioning, service, and maintenance package for one low monthly payment. Just $127 a month covers everything. A high-efficiency York air conditioner plus all service and maintenance for 10 years, including remote monitoring. We fully maintain your York system, all replacement filters, all coil cleanings, all service repairs, all at no extra charge. The All-in-One Comfort Plan from York and George Brazil. Call now.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're making sandwiches.
You're doing great. You're going so fast.
Well, we gotta make 1,000,000.
1,000,000?
It's the summer of 1,000,000 meals. Kids all over Arizona don't have access to the kind of food they need to get through the summer. So we're doing everything we can to help out, and you can too.
Help the United Food Bank and 12 News supply Arizona children with 1,000,000 meals this summer by donating at azmillionmeals.org.
Get more at More Furniture's 41st anniversary event.
We're celebrating with $41 payments.
Get this contemporary rustic bedroom, this matching dining room, and this mid-century living room.
All with no interest for just $41 a month for 72 months on a purchase of $29.99.
Buy more and save more. 3 rooms of furniture, all for one low payment.
The 41st anniversary event going on now at More Furniture for Less at all Phoenix showrooms, including our newest in Gilbert and Avondale.
You're watching 12 News, Arizona's most watched station.
Happening right now on 12 today, a Flagstaff school forced to close after vandals do some major damage.
Nintendo is suing a Valley man, and he could be forced to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines. I'll have that coming up in a live report.
And what does outer space smell like? ASU researchers say they have discovered the scent.
You know what? I've never thought, like,
do we want to know
what is
that
outer space?
information?
I don't know if we do.
I feel like it smells like rubber tires or something. I don't know, or burning sun, something like that.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. 6:01 is your time. You're watching 12 today. I'm Emma Jade alongside Mike Gonzalez. Mike is new.
Yeah.
And he moved to Arizona in the middle of summer. So you know that he's a good guy.
Yeah. You know what? I figured, Emma, if I can get through this time of year, I came
Right.
from the Pacific Northwest where it's super nice right now. Summers are absolutely beautiful. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get through this and I'm going to be fine. And then Jimmy keeps telling me about October. Is he lying or is this
It's
legit?
the end of October.
End of
Jimmy Q.
October,
You
yeah.
are still.
So not like October 1st.
No.
It's like all good.
Like you're still sweating in your Halloween costume, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm shocked because normally we get good talent like Mike. We bring him in December.
Oh, yeah.
Right, that's how we
gorgeous
get it.
here. Or it gets a little warm in the afternoons, we tell him, but gorgeous.
Nice.
And
Mike,
then,
you fell for it, man.
Yeah, I tell you what now. He's got the real deal. At least he'll be ready for the next summer. Right now outside, hazy skies, beautiful weather for us here all across the valley. Temperatures, we have cool spots up and down the north within an hour drive. 10 minutes, you'll get to Payson, 64 degrees, even 56 for Flagstaff. That's almost chilly this time of year. Monsoon meter, scattered storms up for the high country, and some of those storms could make their way in towards our area. So a better shot of rain today than what we had yesterday, Vanessa. This will continue for Friday. And of course, the weekend forecast, that is straight ahead.
All right, looking forward to it, Jimmy. Thank you. It is 6:02 in the morning, and we do have a new accident over here. It's not causing any major delays for you. It is on Grand heading east after Happy Valley Road. Still green in the area, but just be aware of that if you're heading out on that part of Grand. Then we do have some busy traffic at the Stack and the 17 southbound Durango curve. Once you hit 19th Avenue, it's moving at 33 miles per hour. East Valley, great driving conditions. We do just have this one accident still in place here. It's on the 60 heading east at the Loop 101. Hopefully this will clear up within the next few minutes, so I'll give you my full report coming up soon. Emma?
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Vanessa. 6:02 is your time, and a man is dead after being hit by a Valley Metro bus in downtown Phoenix. This happened right near First Avenue in Van Buren yesterday afternoon.
That's right. Phoenix fire crews say 34-year-old Henry Rodriguez tried to cross the roadway against the do not walk signal. That's when a bus headed south hit him. Paramedics transported him to the hospital where he later died.
Flagstaff police, they need your help catching vandals who they say did some serious damage to Killip Elementary School. It is the second incident on the campus just this week. It's forced officials to close the school while police investigate this. So if you have any information about the vandalism, please call Flagstaff PD.
Developing now, the man accused of killing Trooper Tyler Edenhofer is behind bars. Isaac King was released from the hospital and booked into the Maricopa County Jail. DPS says they used Edenhofer's very own handcuffs when they walked him inside. According to court documents, King was mentally disturbed and under the influence of drugs or alcohol at the time. Well, here's another reason to hike early, folks, before the heat sets in. An overheated hiker was rescued from the Dreamy Draw Recreation Park yesterday. Investigators say the man started hiking around 10 a.m. but wasn't found by another hiker until 4 in the afternoon. The man had signs of heat exhaustion and said he had run out of water and became disoriented.
Former Cardinal and American hero Pat Tillman will be enshrined in the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame. The organization announcing Tillman as one of the 6 inductees into its 2018 class. Tillman will get the nod on November 1st, and you can bet we'll be covering that for you. The Diamondbacks are back in action tonight. Some good news there at Chase Field. They start a 4-game series with the San Francisco Giants. So here we go. The D-backs are currently tied for first in the division with the Dodgers. Both teams have the exact same record. We're at 60-49. First pitch tonight set for 6:40. Ooh, you don't want to get Mario mad.
No.
Because when he's mad, he is looking to stomp on a Valley man's business.
Yeah, Nintendo has filed a lawsuit against a Gilbert man, accusing him of using their games for his own benefit.
Team 12's Jen Wall joins us in Studio 12A with all the details. What happened, Jen?
That's right. Good morning to you. Well, if found guilty, Jacob Matthias of Matthias Designs could be forced to pay up to millions of dollars in fines for Nintendo copyright infringement. Both of Matthias's ROM hosting websites you see right here, Love ROMs and Love Retro, have been shut down. So if you try to go to them, you won't be able to find anything right now. The lawsuit filed last month says defendants uploaded and continue to upload and maintain the unauthorized copies of Nintendo video games that they make available to users on those websites. It adds that both of the now shut down sites are very popular, or were very popular. Love ROMs alone drawing 17 million visitors each month. That according to the lawsuit. Obviously, Nintendo has a problem with that because the lawsuit says visitors go to the site for these free unauthorized copies of Nintendo's video games and other property. The lawsuit says both Love ROMs and Love Retro websites have made the defendants substantial ill-gotten gains, including through donations and the sale of advertising. So Mathias could face up to about $150,000 for the infringement of each Nintendo copyrighted work and up to $2 million for the infringement of each Nintendo trademark. So pretty hefty fines there. We'll continue following this and let you guys know what happens.
Yeah, really interesting story. Kind of reminds me of Napster in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
You know, so he could be facing some serious fines. So we'll
that's with Nintendo.
See what happens. Thanks, Jen. We appreciate it. Well, only on 12 News, have you ever wondered what the center of the galaxy smells like? Well, ASU researchers say they know the answer and they've bottled it all up so you can actually buy it.
Yeah, Team 12's William Pitts has the details. Will?
This little tube of lip balm has something that no other lip balm has, the smell of the center of the galaxy. And the center of the galaxy smells like raspberries and booze. This cloud, that's the center of our galaxy, and the center of our galaxy is a smelly place.
There's a gas cloud at the center of our galaxy called Sagittarius B2 that's made up of a compound called ethyl formate.
That's Tanya Harrison. She wants you to smell the galaxy,
which happens to be what gives rum its scent and raspberries their flavor. We've never been there, so we know what the cloud is made up of based on looking at the light that's coming out of it. And we can use different lines that we see in the light basically to tell us what the chemicals are in the gas cloud.
Tanya then took that chemical and turned it into something you can take with you and even wear.
And then we ended up capturing it in the form of a lip balm so we could actually pass those out to people.
So why even do this? Why should you care what space tastes or smells like? Well, because space isn't real. Not to you, not really. You can't touch it, you've never been there, and you probably never will. It's about making space relatable, making it something you can interact with, so you get as curious about it as Tanya is.
So we want them to be excited about the possibility of humans becoming interplanetary.
And it also works in reverse. When we send people to Mars, and we will eventually, it's a long trip, 9 months without anything familiar. Bottling up those scents can keep astronauts connected to home.
And I will put this tube gently into this bag.
That's what Majid Ganinia is doing, figuring out what chemicals and smells trigger your reactions.
We don't see that, but the air is being pulled out.
It's complicated, like millions of dollars in equipment complicated, but it all comes down to smell.
Oh, that's rummy.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that smells like rum.
Yep.
The smell lab isn't going to stop at space either. They're working on the smell of Mars, the moon, asteroids, all the places humans want to go eventually, places you may only get a whiff of. William Pitts, 12 News.
So we've got it here.
Yeah.
And it smells delicious. If this is space, then sign me up.
I feel like
take a bite
I don't want to dispute the research, but I feel like that does not smell like space.
Well, I don't know. You've never been to space.
This is true. She said it's interplanetary. It's
raspberry rum.
But I think the goal is, you know, a lot of people want to live in outer space. I told you I want to live in like Gilbert or Chandler. I'm searching around. Not space. Forget about it.
Hey, cool idea. Still ahead on 12 today. Another Valley grocery store is ready to deliver. We'll tell you which one.
Plus, thieves make off with some crown jewels, their Hollywood-style getaway in the juice.
Okay, you still thinking about this one? Who tweeted this? Motivational purposes only. The answers in 3 minutes on 12 News, your official home of the Arizona Cardinals.
Tonight at 10, pool pump poachers and backyard bandits targeting homes and hitting people where it hurts, their wallets. The secrets to keeping yourself from becoming their next target. Tonight on 12 News at 10.
Sorry, I thought you were your mother. What? You remind me of her sometimes, just in how you look and where you carry your weight.
Do you find my mother attractive? Because I already kind of look like her.
Okay, this seems like a trap. I mean, it's a good one. I'll give you that. All right, baby, we gotta go.
What's wrong with you, man?
Have jewelry that needs cleaning, sizing, or repair? At Fast Fix, America's leading jewelry and watch repair centers, experience love at first sight. Again, Fast Fix Jewelry and Watch Repairs. Expert repairs while you shop. For a location near you, go to fastfix.com.
This is Dr. Gunter Zuloff. Did he solve Carmichael's totient conjecture? Yes. Yes, he did. But did he buy his car at drive time using the industry's smartest online tools? No, he did not. Dr. Gunter Zuloff was almost a genius. Get fast online financing and know your down payment. Shop over 15,000 vehicles at drivetime.com, the genius way to buy a car.
Driving across Arizona, it's clear. Our schools are in crisis. I'm David Garcia. I was born and raised in Arizona, son of a construction worker. I'm a dad and a veteran. I'm a teacher who dedicated his life to improving public education. I'm running for governor with a mission: invest in our schools, stamp out corruption in state government, and build an economy that works for all of Arizona. I'm David Garcia. Imaginémonos. Just imagine.
This week at Basha's, get these sensational savings. Get ready to grill with tender USDA choice T-bone or New York strip steak, only $5.77 a pound. Or healthy and delicious boneless, skinless chicken breasts are just $1.47 a pound. Wholesome and fresh Basha's milk is just $1.99 a gallon. And make a quick and easy dinner with tasty Freschetta or Palermo's pizza, just $3.99. Sensational savings and service too at Basha's, your Arizona hometown grocer.
Cancer is smart. It pushes us. We push back, challenging conventional thinking, finding smarter solutions. That's what makes Cancer Treatment Centers of America one of the leaders in precision cancer treatment, using tools like advanced genomic testing and immunotherapy to bring more options to our patients. We're not just fighting cancer anymore, we're outsmarting it. And we're now seeing patients at our new outpatient care centers in North Phoenix and Scottsdale.
When it stops ticking, we'll get it talking. Come to Fast Fix, America's leading jewelry and watch repair centers, and let our expert watchmakers get it tick-tocking in no time. Fast Fix Jewelry and Watch Repairs. Expert repairs while you shop. For a location near you, go to fastfix.com.
Love that song. All right, time to brush up on your Twitter skills. Guess who tweeted this? Motivational purposes only. Honestly,
Will
I
Smith.
have no
That's
idea.
exactly who I was going to say, Vanessa.
How'd you guys, did you look that up?
No.
No, I don't know. Is it him?
Real?
Who is it?
And
Ready?
Devin Booker.
Devin.
Ah, we got the book. All right, we'll take it.
Devin Booker, huh?
Yeah.
I would
He's
lie
our
and say
one
I know
hope.
who he is, but I don't.
Oh, he's Sons. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
He's
I'm
new.
I'm learning
Mike
the market.
is new.
I'm learning the market.
Devin Booker is our star on the Phoenix Suns.
I should have just played it off like, oh, Devin Booker,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Booker.
For real.
We need this guy to be as motivated as possible to get us through this season, especially now that LeBron's in our conference. So
You're like,
yeah.
he's verified, so he's somebody cool.
Totally.
He's
I saw
somebody.
that check mark on there.
Yes, get to know this guy.
I'll
is
go over the
awesome.
roster later, guys, I promise.
What's going on, Vanessa?
All right, at 6:13 in the morning, we have some pretty good driving conditions at this time. Not a lot of traffic building up, but we do have a couple accidents still in the clearing stages. This one is on Grand heading east after Happy Valley Road. It's not causing any delays for you, but it is there, so just be aware of it when you're heading out on Grand. Even Grand at this time is still looking pretty good. We just have some traffic building up as you pass the Loop 101. Not too bad then, and also in the Surprise area. The 10 heading east is green at this time. Usually we don't see this at 6:14 in the morning. Now let's check out the far west valley. Buckeyes looking good. Even if you're heading to Wickenburg, you have no major issues over there. We're going to head back here to the East Valley. We still have this accident on the 60 heading east at the Loop 101, not causing any major delays for you, and it should clear up. It's been there about an hour now, so it's probably just in the finishing stages. I'll check that out to see what is going on. We also have this Siffer Street closure. Pecos Road westbound is closed from Lindsay Road to Allen Avenue, so avoid that one altogether. And then we're going to check out Maricopa. Things are looking pretty good at this time. No major delays. We do have a little pocket of orange building up here, so traffic is moving slowly near Cobblestone Farms Drive, so just remember that when you're heading out in the Maricopa area. But let's take a look at our futurecast for 7:30 a.m., and this is where we definitely start to see a lot of changes. For the East Valley, the 10 heading west as you approach Chandler, it'll continue to move slowly all the way to the Broadway curve, and then for the West Valley, the 10 heading east as you approach 83rd Avenue, that's where it's going to start to move slowly, and it'll continue towards downtown Phoenix. So plan ahead for that one at 7:30 a.m. I will let you know if any new accidents pop up this morning. And Jimmy, it is monsoon season. We know this. Did we get any rain anywhere around the valley last night?
You know, Valley was pretty dry, but to the south of us, our neighbors, oh man, they had some big storms that rolled in. We're talking about Tucson. They had lightning, they had wind, they had rain, really moved into the south over there. And we always watch to see what's going to happen in Tucson, because a lot of those storms can roll up the pike and towards our area. Look at that, red skies by morning, sailors take warning. That's so the saying goes. But In this case, yes, a chance of storms rolling in later on today. They'll start to pop around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Far eastern Arizona along the rim country, and depending on where the setup is, those storms can make their way right into the valley, head right over the Superstition Mountains, or coming from Payson like the last storm system that we had. That was a rough one. Right now, though, cool weather, 72 for Globe, 55 for Greer. I'm loving these 50s up there. Just dreaming of the day. Another couple months or so, we'll see 40s up in the high country, and maybe starting out maybe in the 70s across our area. It's going to be a while. I'm just trying to get optimistic, trying to look ahead here. Monsoon meter, a 6 for northern Arizona, a 7 for the White Mountains. Valley's going to get to about a 2, and we're losing more daylight. The sun continues to drop towards the southern hemisphere. It's going to go to the equator first, and when it gets there, that's going to be the first day of fall, and then it keeps on dropping. But what happens is we don't get the direct rays of the sunshine, we get the indirect rays, less daylight time, and eventually we continue to cool. That sunshine equals heat for us here. As far as rainfall, okay, July we should get about over an inch of rain. We only had 0.7 of an inch, and we usually get about an inch of rain in August. And then remember, the monsoon goes right through September, but usually around middle of September we start to tap out and we start to dry out. Monsoon meter, a 2 for today. Chance of storms out there. Dry conditions up towards the north of us. Kingman, no problems, nothing. But this is where we look. We always look to the east. It's a little activity right over there. Right along that rim is where we see those storms start to pop, and they drive towards the west. And a lot of times they can give us some good rain, just like on Monday when we had those big storms. Currently, middle part of the country, quiet. Eastern third of the nation, still showers and storms across the panhandle of Florida, up towards Atlanta. More rainfall in towards Washington, D.C. In your backyard this afternoon, 92 degrees for Payson. 97 for Winslow, Flagstaff. You're going to get to a high of 81 degrees, and Prescott 90. No advisories posted. We don't have any air quality advisories, no thunderstorm warnings, nothing as of yet. Hot and steamy, 110 for today. We got to 111 yesterday. And then, Emma, we drop a little bit more, but it looks like we're going to stay above average for the next 7 days. But as usual, hold on to those umbrellas.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks, Jimmy Q. Right now it is 6:18. Let's get you up to speed on some business and health headlines this morning. Despite the risks of abuse and addiction, opioid prescriptions have not decreased. Not. The Mayo Clinic found prescription rates have actually leveled off since 2013, but are higher than 10 years ago. Americans use 7 times more prescription opioids per person than people in the UK. Patients with disabilities are among the biggest users.
St. Jude's Children's Hospital study showing adults who survive childhood cancer are under financial strain. It tracked 2,800 pediatric cancer survivors, and 65% had money problems because of medical bills. About a third delayed or even skipped needed screenings, medications, or doctor's visits because they just simply couldn't afford them.
If you shop at Fry's, you may not have to leave your house to pick up your groceries. Fry's parent company Kroger launching Kroger Ship, its own grocery delivery service. It's limited to 4 cities right now, but it's going to expand in the coming months, depending on how well it does. Customers will have access to more than 4,000 products that aren't available anywhere else. During the launch, they will receive free shipping and 15% off. My goodness.
Love this idea of not having to go to the store anymore, you know?
Well,
but there is some fun in that.
Yeah, you know, I was at the grocery store with my kids yesterday, and someone was like, you should just pull up and have them bring them to you, which you can do at Walmart and things like that, which is a great idea, especially when it's 1,000,000 degrees, Vanessa.
Well, the thing is, I like to pick my own produce.
I do
That's
too.
True too.
I like to
a big
see
deal
it.
For my wife.
Same.
She'll go to a different store just to get produce.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? All right. All right, so it could increase your lifespan by 9 years. It's your juicy question of the morning. Plus, dust off the bases at the Sandlot. It's time to play ball. And a royal heist in Sweden, what thieves made off with in a speedboat.
.12 News has your back for everything Diamondbacks. As the only D-backs local news partner, we're live on the Chase Field Plaza every Friday home game. Watch 12 today at 6 a.m. and first at 4 for $12 seats, exclusive player interviews, and more. Tomorrow only on 12 News.
12 News is always on.
Anytime and everywhere.
Every weather alert.
Every photo.
Every video.
Every story.
Every moment.
24/7. Everything Arizona.
Get more at More Furniture's 41st anniversary event.
We're celebrating with $41 payments.
Get this weathered mansion bedroom, beautifully aged dining room, and tufted living room.
All with no interest for just $41 a month for 72 months on a purchase of $29.99.
Buy more and save more. 3 rooms of furniture, all for one low payment.
The 41st anniversary event going on now at More Furniture for Less at all Phoenix showrooms, including our newest in Gilbert and Avondale.
We have the desert in our blood. Arizonans are strong and independent.
Arizona-born Kirsten Sinema.
We love our country. We're skeptical of our government.
Kirsten Sinema, a fiercely independent record.
I'm just not afraid to stand alone to do what's right.
A reputation for working across the aisle.
Forming relationships, identifying common ground, and just getting stuff done.
Independent, just like Arizona. Kirsten Sinema, Senate.
I'm Kirsten Sinema, and I approve this message.
The compact Lincoln MKC with a healthy sense of exhilaration. A cabin that's a sanctuary. And a lane-keeping system that helps keep you on track, giving you a new perspective. The Lincoln MKC.
For a limited time, lease the Lincoln MKC for only $299 a month. Only at your Lincoln dealer.
At Lazy Boy, we're clearing out everything in stock. Right now, save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, floor samples, and one-of-a-kinds. All beautifully crafted, all on sale. It's the factory authorized clearance. Save up to 50% with deals direct from our Lazy Boy factory to you. Get our best offers on a huge selection. Don't wait, because when they're gone, they're gone. Lazy Boy, live life comfortably.
First the bread.
And then the peanut butter.
Then the jelly. Together we can help feed Arizona this summer.
Visit azmillionmeals.org to see how you can help.
True story. My name in my husband's phone is London Bridge.
What?
Because of this song.
Really?
The first time we met, we went to like a little dance party or whatever, and this song was playing. I was saying, I can't even remember the whole story behind it, but it's still London Bridge.
Isn't that weird? And you were getting down to this song?
I know,
Yes,
I have
girl.
visions.
Can't you see that?
I might have visions of you like working.
Yes.
You know, like, what?
Fergie's got nothing on me. Everywhere A to Z Week continues. You'll never be able to look at the London Bridge the same. Everywhere A to Z Week continues as we celebrate Lake Havasu City, Parker, and Kingman.
All right, coming up at 6:30, Team 12's Crystal Henderson takes us under the London Bridge, literally. So is that like a dance where you shake
London
your tail
Bridge?
feather a little bit?
Whatever it is.
Yeah, what moves did you do, Emma?
Hey, it works for me. Girl, I cannot show you those moves.
That's
Or
bad.
else I would not be on the show anymore.
Well, now we know how you got your husband.
Only took 5 years.
I love it.
All right, guys, let's get to the juice. So it sounds like something out of a movie. Thieves in Sweden steal priceless crown jewels and get away in a speedboat. Oh my gosh. The 2 crowns and golden ore belong to Swedish monarchs and date back to the 1600s.
Insane.
The jewels were taken Tuesday out of a glass case from a cathedral in Stockholm. The thieves have yet to be caught. Oh,
But what are you going to do with
gosh.
this? You know, what do you,
Yeah,
you can't
exactly.
sell it
Yeah,
on,
because
like,
we're gonna
eBay.
Take it to a pump.
chase right there?
Yeah, that's the actual truth. Isn't The Italian Job one of the best movies?
Yes, it was.
I love that.
You bob for apples in the toilet, and you like it. You play ball like a girl.
What? It's a cult classic and could soon be adding a 3rd installment. According to The Hollywood Reporter, a Sandlot prequel is in the works. David Evans, who wrote and directed the original, is said to be doing the same for this film. Oh, a lot of people are going to love it. Sarah Connor is back. The official first look at the new Terminator was posted on the film's Twitter account. The new Terminator is being directed by Tim Miller, who directed the blockbuster hit Deadpool. 3-time Academy winner and director of the very first Terminator, James Cameron, is producing. Oh my gosh, I love the first one.
I think it's pronounced, her name is Sarah Connor.
Connor. I'll be back.
Come with me if you want to live.
Look at those ladies.
Were you big into Terminator?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah,
You
1
loved
and
it.
2, and then I lost it. When he came back as an old man and his skin's wrinkly and he's playing.
Aw.
I didn't know the Terminator could get
You
old.
were the body double in Terminator 1, weren't you?
Yeah, just
You
the
were
foot.
jacked?
Just the foot. They used my foot. Yeah, so I was.
Beautiful feet.
Who was the young kid in there again? I had the biggest crush on him.
Really?
Terminator. I can't remember his name, the actor.
T2, you mean?
Terminator 2. Yeah.
He was cute, though.
He's like 58.
I'll
He's like 58 now.
Well, I had a crush on him back then.
He's not
Okay.
as cute.
All right, guys, now it's time for your juicy question of the morning. So a new study shows that doing this every 2 weeks can increase your life expectancy by 9 years. What is this? Doing this every 2 weeks?
Lord,
I want to know.
I feel like it's
Cleansing?
not health oriented, but I was thinking like a cleanse, but it's got to be something else.
What about like fasting?
Yeah, fasting.
I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be something not so obvious,
No,
right?
yeah.
Eliminating Diet Coke?
You stop. I'm so
Eliminating
depressed.
rocks,
I'm so depressed off of Diet Coke after all the pressure.
People think I'm drinking a cerveza this morning. It's
It looks like a tomato cerveza.
Yeah, it does, but it's actually.
Oh, okay.
I was over at the convenience store this morning because it's like my first day waking up anchoring this. So I'm like, I'm really buzzing on this. I don't know what the thing was, but I just grabbed it. It was like 99 cents. So
I'm glad you cleared that up. Really.
there you go. Because people
A lot of
have been
viewers are wondering what's going on.
It shouldn't
here.
even be on
kind
the
of a
desk.
show we're running here.
Right.
Wait, so our producer told us it was Terminator 2. It was Edward Furlong. Do you
Edward
remember?
Furlong.
No.
Yeah, I remember him very well.
Oh, you guys don't remember him?
Was he on the
Okay.
cover of Teen Bop?
I
Yep,
mean, he might have been back
probably.
then.
Love that magazine.
All right. Okay, well, still ahead on 12 today. Dangerous and deadly drivers on Arizona roads. What's causing the spike in crashes?
The Arizona Coyotes set a date to make history when they plan to retire Shane Doan's jersey.
And if you feel like a Dairy Queen blizzard, we're going to tell you why today is the day to buy one. That's coming up.
Thousands and thousands of 5-star reviews show that Spencer's TV and Appliance is Arizona's choice for the best service, lower prices, and next-day delivery.
My husband's a contractor, and they count on Spencer's excellent customer service and their low prices for all of their projects.
I would recommend Spencer's to everyone, and I always do.
You'll always get a better price on all GE appliances from Spencer's. It's like having a friend in the business.
Are you living your best life? Is your body trying to tell you something? Do you live with vitality or illness? Are you managing stress? Are you thriving or just surviving? To learn how to age healthier and live happier, find a certified provider at biotmedical.com.
Steve's idea of excitement?
Check it out. Look at all these corporate tax loopholes we could close.
All right. Yep.
So when you ban secret money in politics, billionaires will have less power.
Ask him to explain his plan to lower the cost of healthcare.
I brought both parties together to expand healthcare before, and this is the plan to do it again.
Or his plan to increase school funding while lowering taxes.
Let's lower taxes and increase funding for our schools.
We can do this!
Yes, we can!
Steve Farley for governor. Boring has never been so exciting.
Attention! Upgrading your bathtub to a shower system can prevent fall-related injuries. The National Aging in Place Council suggests that eliminating an old bathtub for a walk-in shower can greatly increase bathroom safety. Introducing a new Kohler shower system that fits directly into your existing bathtub space and is engineered for safety and cleanliness. This month only, save 20% off a Kohler shower system with 12 months no money down, no payments, and no interest. Call the number on screen or visit DreamStyleShowers.com for this exclusive offer. Trust your Kohler project to America's #1 remodeling company, Dreamstyle Remodeling. With professional installation from Dreamstyle Remodeling and superior material by Kohler, you can count on your new shower to be premium quality. Save 20% on your Kohler shower system with 12 months no money down, no payments, and no interest. This exclusive offer is only available by calling the number on screen or visiting DreamStyleShowers.com. Don't let yourself or your loved ones become a statistic. Bathing-related falls are no joke.
Thousands of 5-star reviews show that Spencer's TV and Appliance is Arizona's choice.
Right now on 12 today, putting a red light on wrong way crashes. The new technology trying to stop this problem in the valley.
New video from inside a plane shows the moments before it crashed in Mexico.
And eat blizzards, help kids. We're going to explain what Dairy Queen is doing all day today and why you should get yourself one of these sweet treats.
Oh, looks so good. Oh, you are not supposed to upstage the bride on her wedding day, right?
No.
But I think she's okay with this.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
What is that?
6:31 is your time. I don't know what it is, but boy, she went viral. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm Emma Jade.
And I'm Mike Gonzalez in for Paul Gerke. So glad that you're with us this morning. I tell you what, I was hoping for some relief from the heat, but we're not getting it.
We're not getting it. And
No.
yesterday, actually, a few days ago, we were talking about maybe 103 dipping closer to the 100, but looks like that's gone. We're going to check in with Jimmy Q right now and get a look of your forecast and how things are shaping up as we head straight into the weekend. Jimmy Q, when I walked in, happy Thursday was all I got from you. It's the
Oh, it
best.
felt good. Yeah.
It's the best to say that.
Evil Friday.
I'm learning the
Baby
Friday Eve,
too.
huh? Is that
Baby
what we're calling
Friday.
it around here? I like that.
Evil Friday. We're just about here. We're celebrating it. Then tomorrow, I call it the first day of the weekend because everyone's in such a great mood. Usually the boss gets off early to do some golfing, so it's a lot of fun here. Okay, hazy skies. Dry weather still, no rain in the forecast this morning, but it's going to be very humid outside, nice and cool, comfortable. Oh, I would just love. I'm working on an invention at home. You're going to like this. It's this big, like, giant tunnel, and it's going to filter all this cool air into the valley because we need it. It's just so nice up there in the high country to start things off. We have a 6 for northern Arizona, 7 for the White Mountains, a valley of 2. Vanessa, if you washed your car, I'm going to say, get that rain guarantee, because there's going to be a chance of some storms out there today and tomorrow. I have a feeling, folks, if you want rain, follow Vanessa. She just got the double wax, double shine job, and your car is just ripe to get rained on.
Well, I was going to say, at least I only did the $5 wash. So if it does rain, I won't feel too bad because I did the express wash.
And they usually well, actually, you don't get the guarantee on the express wash.
I bet you I will if I go back.
You
I'm
go,
like,
girl.
excuse me, it rained. All right, guys, it is 6:32 in the morning, and we still have a couple accidents in the clearing stages. Let's check on this one on Grand. It's not causing any delays. It's on Grand eastbound after Happy Valley Road. It is there, though, so just drive with caution when you're heading out on that part. For the rest of the West Valley, we do have some traffic building up on the 10 heading east as you approach 75th Avenue on Grand near Peoria. And then on the Loop 101 heading east, once you approach the 17, it starts moving slowly to about 7th Street. And then we do have some busy traffic at the stack as well, but not too bad for this time of the morning. East Valley, great driving conditions as 60 looks good in both directions, both of the 202s at this time. We do have some traffic building up on the 10 heading west as you approach Chandler, but just a short pocket there. And the same thing with the 202 Santan, just a little bit of traffic, but not too bad in the Chandler area. We still have this accident clearing up here on the 60 heading east at the Loop 101. It should be out of the way within the next few minutes because it's been here for the last hour or so. The other area that had some debris on the road finally cleared up, so we no longer have to worry about that one. Maricopa, you're good to go. Just some traffic building up, but not too bad. Coolidge, you're good to go as well. Same thing with Casa Grande. Just nothing but green on that side of town, so I'll keep you updated if anything changes this morning. Emma?
Sounds good. Thanks, Vanessa. You know, it's a problem that we see, unfortunately, far too often here in the Valley. I mean, you probably think of it sometimes when you're driving, especially at night. But there's new technology. It's being tested out on the I-17 to protect us from wrong-way drivers. So if a wrong-way driver is detected through thermal cameras along the 17, it will hold the red light on the freeway's entrance to keep more people from getting onto the freeway. ADOT says since January, you're not going to believe this, the system has detected more than 30 wrong-way cars on the 17.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. This technology comes amid a new ADOT report that shows one person was killed on an Arizona road about every 9 hours last year. Isn't that's unreal? The study also finding speeding, impairment, and not wearing seatbelts were leading factors in deaths.
Things that we can all do. I mean, it's all preventable, right?
Yeah.
Pedestrians accounted for a quarter of those deaths, though. That's a 17% jump from 2016. That's huge. A spokesman for the Arizona Governor's Office of Highway Safety says it's difficult to pinpoint the cause of this increase, but a surge in drivers might be one.
We're 7 million people, and we have also added almost 1 million new drivers in the last 10 years. That's a lot of increase. There's more congestion, there's more gridlock, there's more people in a hurry to get places.
It's a lot. Everyone wants to move here. May was actually the deadliest month on Arizona roads. And if the numbers so far this year are any indication, we're actually on track to surpass 1,000 fatalities next year.
Yeah, and I'm quickly learning that 65 is only a suggestion on the highways.
Dear.
People are speeding all the time.
Yeah, they sure are.
All right, well, be safe out there, folks. Time is 6:35 now. Time to check some hot headlines. We're learning new details about the escaped inmate killed in a shootout with law enforcement officers. 23-year-old Skylar Martin is accused of walking away from a supervised Department of Corrections work crew back in February. U.S. Marshals say they found him Tuesday at a home near 27th Street and Baseline. That's where investigators say Martin opened fire on the police officers, who then shot and killed him.
Former Cardinal and American hero Pat Tillman will be enshrined in the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame. Tillman is one of 6 inductees who will be inducted into its 2018 class. That's happening on November 1st.
More sports news this morning. The Arizona Coyotes are retiring Shane Doan's number 19 jersey on February 24th. The captain is the first Coyotes player to have his jersey retired at Gila River Arena. Doan's career spanned more than 2 decades with the Coyotes.
Well, you know what? Let's face it. When the temperature's like this, there is nothing better than ice cream on a warm summer day. And today, you can enjoy that delicious treat while helping Phoenix Children's Hospital in a big way.
Yeah, this is great. Team 12's Brian West live this morning to show us how. Okay, do you have a favorite treat at Dairy Queen?
Hey guys, I would have to say my favorite is definitely Oreo, which is a top seller when it comes to Blizzard. So all day today, if you buy a Blizzard, you will be going to help kids with Phoenix Children's Hospital. We have Lori here. Lori, you have been prepping me all morning. I haven't made one, but you said anyone can make a Blizzard?
Yes.
It's not that hard. I'm okay.
Yes, let's see it.
So tell me about today's cause, what it's going to as I attempt to do this. We just turn the nozzle here.
Well, today we are raising money using Blizzards. So either $1, $2, or 100% of the proceeds.
That is my Dairy Queen curl. Yeah. Just like the photo, guys. So you are actually one of the locations that is donating all proceeds
Right,
to help out.
100% of all of the Blizzard proceeds at the location today at Chrisman and Baseline. We are donating 100%. Participating locations do have their choice of donating $1, $2, or 100%. And just letting everybody know that anything they spend with the Blizzards locally will stay with Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Oh my goodness, this is the hard test. Okay, so we have this little pedal down here, and you just... Mine's a little full. Is that going to be bad? Okay, here we go. Oh. I'm so fired on my first day. Wait, you got to hold
on. There you go.
You know, this looks so easy. We have Luke over here. It's the second day on the job, and he made this look so much better all morning long. Luke, hands down, I'm definitely not going to be quitting this job anytime soon. Oh, goodness, look, all the toppings are up at the top. So you're open from 10 until 11 today.
And it's a really great day. We're really excited to be a part of it. Dairy Queen's been partnering with Children's Miracle Network hospitals and nationwide, and for over 30 years, Dairy Queen as a system has been raising money for kids.
For the kids.
Yes.
The good news is I will not be making these. Guys, Emma, this is just for you.
Does it pass?
The test.
Does it pass the Blizzard test? Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask.
Let's see what he.
Oh heavens!
Yeah,
I did.
You did it.
It's not falling.
All right, all right, Brian, not bad.
Good work out there.
I'd still eat it.
Yeah.
And 100% of the proceeds at that location, Chrisman and Baseline, Dairy Queen. You got to check it out. Everyone's going to do at least $1.
What a win-win, really? Come on.
Win-win is right. So go and stock up on some ice cream and help Phoenix Children's. Thanks, Brian. Gosh, that looks good. I hate when he eats in front of me. Paying up for Pampers. And that's not all. The price hikes that we all need to know about.
And if you've been to Lake Havasu City, you've definitely seen the London Bridge. Hey, but never like this. We're going everywhere A to Z, only on 12 News, your official home of the Arizona Cardinals.
Tonight at 10. Pool pump poachers and backyard bandits targeting homes and hitting people where it hurts, their wallets. The secrets to keeping yourself from becoming their next target. Tonight on 12 News at 10.
When severe weather happens, I'm on it. It is not worth chancing it. The storm is dangerous. You have microbursts, dust storms, flash flooding, severe thunderstorms, and my responsibility to you is to keep you safe.
$1,000 power, reclining, leather, $366. With 40,000 too many power and leather recliners, we can't wait for football. We gotta dump our $3,500 sectionals. $1,488. $4,300 flex steel leather. $1,688. $3,000 power seats and headrests. $888. $1,200 dual recline. $499. 40,000 too many. Really can't wait for football. Friday up to 70% off at the Dump.
At OfferPad, we believe in homes, not houses, which means every OfferPad employee focuses on each home and the real people that live in them. OfferPad is the modern selling solution with a human touch, making moving on easy for all. It's a better way for people with a busy lifestyle, pet owners, people with kids, or those who need to sell but don't know where to start. Our goal is to empower the homeowner, providing the freedom you deserve. Request your free purchase offer at OfferPad.com.
As chair of the Border Committee, I passed a law to fast-track veterans for border jobs. Now, I'm working with President Trump to secure our border and keep Arizona families safe.
My friend, Martha McSally, she's the real deal. She's tough.
But there's more to do. As your senator, I'll crack down on sanctuary cities, enforce the law, build the wall, and give our border agents what they need to complete their mission. I'm Martha McSally, and I approve this message.
Never having been in a car accident, I had zero idea what I was doing. So Learn and Row kind of took that responsibility of mine and helped guide me through that whole legal process. I highly recommend Learn and Row to anyone who's been in a car accident.
Call 977-1900.
It's the factory authorized clearance at Lazy Boy. Hurry in and save up to 50% on floor samples, closeouts, one-of-a-kinds, and more. Everything must go. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
They've reported from around the world, challenged the powerful, and they bring all of this to every story that breaks.
We've got breaking news, and it's good news.
And touches your heart.
How do you even say thank you? Thank you is not big enough.
We're streaming this on our Facebook page right now, so we want to let you know what's happening in Gilbert. Take a look. Gilbert Fire and Rescue officials lining the streets. This is around Campo Verde High School this morning to escort and welcome the daughter of Battalion Chief James Nelson, who passed away yesterday. Look at all of those people that turned out to make sure that his daughter knew that they still supported her even on her first day. The first day back for Campo Verde High School. Just an incredible turnout. You can watch this whole thing live as it plays out on our Facebook page right now. Just beautiful, and job well done to Gilbert Fire and Police.
Unbelievable
Sweet.
support for each other.
Yeah.
So great to see. All right. Let's lighten the mood a bit. 12 News, everything Arizona. We're taking you everywhere from A to Z. This week we are in Lake Havasu City.
Yep. One of the first things that you might do when visiting there, we're very famous for it. You see the London Bridge, right? Well, Team 12's Crystal Henderson takes us on a very special tour that we guarantee you haven't seen yet.
If you've been to Lake Havasu City, you've likely taken a tour of the London Bridge. With all of its sights,
everyone looked at me with a smile
and sounds.
So I pulled out my guitar and I started strumming away.
But now, we're giving you exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Come on, let's go.
Come on this way.
We're going in.
Watch your head. We're actually walking underneath the traffic lanes that are leaving the island headed toward the mainland. The bridge is 1,000 feet. It was constructed between 68 and 71.
As it stands now, how does the London Bridge compare to when it was in London?
Part of the issue in London was its own weight was sinking it into the riverbed. It's a completely modern bridge other than the fascia that was created by the actual stone that was moved here from London.
What's the one thing that everyone should know about the London Bridge?
That it's not solid stone, and that's something that we can take tours through, but not everybody's going to get access like this.
So most people think it's solid. When I saw it, I think it's just, like a solid chocolate bar, not a hollow one.
Exactly. It's a hollow bunny, not a
It's a hollow bunny,
Yeah.
not a solid chocolate bunny.
This is an interesting little spot in the bridge. The bridge is actually constructed of 3 separate freestanding sections, and they don't touch except for the road plate, so you can actually look down.
Don't drop your keys walking past there.
Correct, for your phone.
What's the most fascinating fact to you about the London Bridge?
The bats, when they're here in the thousands, you're constantly ducking and weaving because they're flying around your head, but it's just an interesting thing that I've never worked around before. And we've got one flying around right now.
I thought I saw
Yep.
something.
There he is, right there. Just disappeared in the next cavity over. Not thinking it's a great bat day.
It's not a great bat day. It's because he morphed into Batman and now he's out
That's
saving
right.
the world. This is the end of the line, folks.
Again, watch your step.
This has been so cool, touring the inside. We walked the whole thing.
The whole thing?
The whole 1,000.
Went 1,000 feet.
And that's the end of the tour. Thanks so much for joining us. 12 News is everything Arizona, and we're taking you everywhere from A to Z. Inside the London Bridge in Lake Havasu City, I'm Crystal Henderson. Lights out.
So
That is
cool.
neat.
I know, to go underneath and inside everything. So if you loved what you actually heard from that musician, we've got a web exclusive for you. Go to 12news.com to hear his full, uncut, original song.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it got so funky up in here.
Yeah.
Smooth.
It gets funky. When you bring Vanessa on, it gets funky.
That like gets you in the mood, right? To get going for the morning.
That's
Like I wanna
You're putting
start-
on your makeup, you put a little bit extra eyeliner.
Yes.
When you hear that song.
Extend that tail a little bit.
Yeah. All right, guys, now it's time for your juicy question and the answer of the morning. So the question was, a new study shows that doing this every 2 weeks can increase your life expectancy by 9 years. What is this?
Hiking.
Hiking
Go for a
every
hike.
2 weeks?
We hope it's not Vanessa's suggestion of cleansing. That would be miserable.
Every 2 weeks.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
some people fast and do that.
It's
Yeah.
music,
What is
music
it?
related. We got
Oh,
a
it is
hint from
music.
Jeff.
Going to concerts.
Going to
I
concerts,
saw this.
really?
Yes, there was a whole article about how going to concerts can increase your. Did it say by 9 years? Because that's what I read
So
yesterday.
it doesn't blow out. It may blow out your ears, but it
Decrease
keeps
your
you less-
hearing.
Yeah. Wait, every 2 weeks? That's a lot of concert going.
You know why?
Yes.
Because I bet you get something to look forward to. Because you know your favorite artist. You're
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm going to that concert. I can't wait.
Totally.
So you know it's always about
Your
that
adrenaline's
expectation.
going
Yes.
and you're dancing and it's a good workout.
That's true.
2 weeks.
there you
Might be
go.
bad for your pocketbook.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it gets a
You've
little
done
expensive.
Best concert you've ever been to?
Paul McCartney.
Go.
I wanted the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Oh,
Good.
I'm gonna say my very first New Kids on the Block. I mean, I still have that great
NKTOB?
memory. Yeah.
I used to love
It's
them in
a
the day.
toss-up between a Buffett concert,
Yeah.
which I can't remember the last one, but I remember the one before that, and then Coldplay.
Coldplay.
I want to go to the Rolling Stones. I know you're a big fan.
Yes, huge. Yes. Don't
Wait,
get
I
me
can't leave out Sam Hunt.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
I love Sam Hunt, just so you know.
So does my wife. Believe me, I know all the songs.
Woo, yes.
Still out on 12 today, this couple wanted to involve their dog in their wedding, but they got a little bit more than they asked for. Will you do that with Rusco?
Oh, heck
Of
yeah.
course you will.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be the ring bearer. Or the best man. I'm not sure yet. You know, best
Maybe the
friend.
best man.
Yeah, looking good. Hey, folks, we're also talking a lot about what you can expect for today. Things are going to slowly start moving in. You'll get a load of this. We have a couple of showers to the north, but more rain in our forecast. I'll tell you more about that. That's coming up on your Thursday forecast. Stay tuned.
12 News has your back for everything Diamondbacks. As the only D-backs local news partner, we're live on the Chase Field Plaza every Friday home game. Watch 12 today at 6 a.m. and first at 4 for $12 seats, exclusive player interviews, and more. Tomorrow only on 12 News. 12 News and the United Food Bank are proud to present the Summer of a Million Meals. Just $1 makes 5 meals, and everyone is getting involved to help feed the children of the Valley who don't have access to food during the summer. And we mean everyone. The Summer of a Million Meals. Visit azmillionmeals.org to see how you can help.
Have jewelry that needs cleaning, sizing, or repair? At Fast Fix, America's leading jewelry and watch repair centers, experience love at first sight. Again, Fast Fix Jewelry and Watch Repairs. Expert repairs while you shop. For a location near you, go to fastfix.com.
When we moved with DSL, we experienced the law of internet slow zones. So we switched to Cox. Their law of moving states that Cox has fast speeds everywhere, which you can enjoy after a day of dealing with other laws of science, like gravity. opposing forces. And, laws of attraction? Ew.
It's romantic.
Cox has gig speeds available everywhere. Cox high-speed internet starting at $29.99 a month.
Friday, we dump $1,600 consumer Best Buys $395. We'll dump iComfort. 5 years, no interest. Free delivery. Free setup. 75% off handmade heirloom. Upgrade to king size for free. Upgrade to power adjustable free. Queen size memory foam $199. Kings $266. Twins $68. We have 3 days to dump 3,000 luxury mattresses. You can get them at less than 20 cents on the dollar.
We decided to go with Bathfitter after doing a lot of research.
Yeah, we loved how they could install a new tub right over the old one without tearing our bathroom apart.
Yeah, what we didn't expect was to be blown away by the quality. And that's what happened. They showed up in the morning, and by the end of the day, we had this absolutely beautiful new bathtub. It was better than we could have even imagined.
And it's guaranteed for life.
I actually love our bathroom now.
Book your free in-home consultation today. Call or visit bathfitter.com.
When it stops ticking, we'll get it talking. Come to Fast Fix, America's leading jewelry and watch repair centers, and let our expert watchmakers get it tick-tocking in no time. Fast Fix Jewelry and Watch Repairs. Expert repairs while you shop. For a location near you, go to fastfix.com.
Good morning. Welcome back to 12 Today. The time is 6:51 and it's time for your 12 News traffic to go. And I have some great news for you. We have great driving conditions at this time. All the accidents that we had earlier this morning have cleared up, so you no longer have to worry about those ones. But we do have another accident that looks like it just popped up in the I-10 heading east near the Loop 101 there. And we do have busy traffic in that area until you reach 75th Avenue, and then it eases up and then it starts to move slowly again as you approach 35th Avenue all the way to the Stack. On the 17 heading south, once you hit Thunderbird, that's where you're going to hit some busy traffic. Loop 101 heading east. As you approach the I-17, it starts moving slowly and it continues till 7th Street. But the Loop 303 looks great in both directions, and same thing with the Loop 101. For the East Valley, once you hit the 60 heading west at Gilbert, that's where it starts to move slowly. A little bit on the 202 Santan as you're approaching the 101, and then the 10 heading west as you approach Chandler. We have a pocket of slow and go traffic there, but not too bad this morning at all. So let's go ahead and give you those drive times this morning as you're getting ready to head out. If you're going to be on the I-10 heading east from the Loop 303 trying to get to 7th Street, it will take you 26 minutes this morning. If you're going to be on the I-17 from the Loop 303 to the Split, it will take you 31. And then from the 60 heading west from the Loop 202 to the I-10 will take you 20 minutes this morning. So Jimmy, we have really great driving conditions. Can we say the same about our weather? Is it going to rain again?
Yeah, you know what? There's going to be a chance of some storms. As far as back to school forecast, the Kyrene schools in Chandler, Tempe, and Ahwatukee headed back to school today. So you're going to have some hazy skies. It's going to be a hot one. If there's any consolation, you'll at least get to be indoors and be air conditioned. I don't think you're going to be outdoors a lot. Air quality is actually a little bit better, even though it looks pretty hazy out there. We don't have any ozone health advisories or PM advisories standing for particulate matter. Not a lot of dust out there, but that could change. 64 for Payson, 64 for Prescott. Lake Havasu, 97 degrees right now. Up to the north in the high country, a 6 for northern Arizona as well as the White Mountains. So a few storms, and those storms will translate into that energy that could make its way into the valley by later on tonight. So your monsoon threats will be lightning, wind, and gusty conditions, and maybe some dust. So hopefully we can get some more rain minus the severe weather. Should you wash your car? Well, make sure you have a rain guarantee. Not all the washes either. Sometimes you have to get the super duper 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 deluxe to get that rain guarantee. If not, I'd hold off because it could rain. Isolated storms possible. 110 degrees for today, went to 111 for yesterday. The sun continues slowly. I'm watching it, tracking it very slowly. It's starting to dip more towards the south, and the more it goes, the less daylight we'll get, and eventually the less heating. October, we'll start to feel it. We're getting there quick. We got a couple more months to go here. Typically, for monsoon in August, we see about 1 inch of rain. We've had nada so far, so hopefully we can get a little bit more than that. A 2 for the monsoon meter. Friday, also at about a 2 as well. Here's what we have. radar-wise, already a little bit of energy. Just a few clouds starting to pop. They're moving away from the Phoenix area, but they'll pop a little bit more around Greer and eastern Arizona. Around 10, 11 o'clock this morning, you'll have a couple of storms out there closer towards the White Mountains. Showers and storms in the eastern third of the nation. Nothing too major, just your garden variety diurnal thunderstorms. 110 for our temperature today for Phoenix, 97 for Winslow, and 81 for Flagstaff. All right, a plethora of above average temperatures. Today, 110. So be very careful. Get done with your outdoor activities by about 8 o'clock and then start again after 8 o'clock tonight. You'll be better off. Storms today and tomorrow and drier for the weekend.
Got to take that advice, Jimmy Q, because we're still getting mountain rescues, people hiking in the dead of the day.
You want to be done by 8 in the morning.
You've got to be. If you want to be safe out there, I think. Grab your 12 news to go before you head out the door. The man accused of killing DPS trooper Tyler Edenhofer is now behind bars. It's Isaac King. You see him right there. He was released from the hospital and booked into the Maricopa County Jail.
Arizona Cardinals and the 100 Club of Arizona are coming together this weekend to support the families of Edenhofer and 2 other troopers that were involved in that incident. Special barbecue fundraiser is happening from 12:30 to 1:30 on Saturday afternoon on the south lawn of University of Phoenix Stadium. Go to 12news.com for information on that.
New video shows us firsthand what happened the moments right before the Aeromexico jet came crashing down. 100 people were on board and miraculously no one was killed. A few injuries though. The U.S. State Department says 65 passengers on board were American. The Today Show will have much more on that video and more details. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Gaming is gigantic right now. I know parents know this. And this morning we asked you, how much time do your kids spend playing video games?
Uh-oh. Look at that.
Let's see.
72% say way too much.
Mine's not included in that, Emma.
Oh, it's hard. Normally, a couple's wedding day is the happiest day of their life, right? But for this couple in Illinois, looks like it was their dog that was having the best day ever. Jace Conway and Angie, they got married this weekend in Montana. And their lab, Boone, rolled right in to steal the spotlight during the ceremony. That is the sweetest.
Hey, he needed some attention too. Well, today you can enjoy a Dairy Queen Blizzard while helping sick kids in the Valley. It's the 13th annual Miracle Treat Day benefiting Phoenix Children's Hospital. DQ will donate $1 from every Blizzard sold today at the hospital.
Happening right now up over Gilbert, Sky 12 flying high. Take a look. Gilbert Fire and Rescue officials are lining the street around Campo Verde High School this morning to escort and welcome the daughter of Battalion Chief James Nelson. So Battalion Chief James Nelson actually passed away yesterday. Look at all of those volunteers who are out there waking up early this morning to make sure that that daughter knows how much they all love and support her, even with the loss of her father. So job well done to Gilbert Fire and Rescue. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, no question. Wonderful to see that support.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you, my takeaway today is just the ADOT report that came out, the unbelievable amount of accidents this past year, mostly drivers' fault. So just be careful, folks, whether you can't drink and drive, you can't go too fast. So certainly it's really on us.
It really is, especially with those wrong way drivers. The uptick is incredible.
Unbelievable.
But to see ADOT trying to do something is great. Okay, Keith Urban performs on the Today Show. That's what you have to look forward to next. So we're going to play it out with some of our favorite Keith Urban songs. Have a great Thursday, everyone. Enjoy your day. Remember, we're always on 12news.com.
Have a great morning.
Thanks for watching 12 News, Arizona's most watched station, home to your favorite shows, the biggest events, and everything Arizona.
So, you didn't sleep last night? All you can hear is that drippity drip drip of that faucet? Maybe it's time to call Plumbing Masters, home of the Smell Good Plumber. And if you call before 9, there's no service charge. Get Plumbing Masters, get that leak fixed, and get some sleep tonight.
At Lazy Boy, we're clearing out everything in stock. Right now, save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, floor samples, and one-of-a-kinds. All beautifully crafted, all on sale. It's the factory authorized clearance. Save up to 50% with deals direct from our Lazy Boy factory to you. Get our best offers on a huge selection. Don't wait, because when they're gone, they're gone. Lazy Boy, live life comfortably.
So you still haven't called Plumbing Masters about that leak? Remember, when you call before 9, there's no service fee.